Now, does anyone have a question?
Fine. Does anyone have a question that does not relate to Jurassic Park? Or the incident in San Diego, which I did not witness? Yes, sir.
Your theory on raptors is good and all, but isn't all this conjecture kind of moot? I mean, once the UN in Costa Rica and everyone decides how to handle that second island, scientists will just go in and look for themselves.
Dinosaurs lived 65 million years ago. What is left of them is fossilized in the rocks, and it is in the rock that real scientists make real discoveries. Now, what John Hammond and InGen did at Jurassic Park is create genetically engineered theme park monsters, nothing more and nothing less.
Are you saying that you wouldn't want to get onto Isla Sorna and study them if you had the chance?
No force on earth or heaven could get me on that island.
Welcome to InGeneral, the Jurassic Outpost podcast, episode 175. My name is Jack, and on this episode, this Jurassic June episode, I am joined with Caleb, Assis, and Derek Davis Jr. the third. How are you guys?
So many folks here. I love this.
Good, Derek, how are you, man?
Great. Oh, I'm surviving. You know, something has survived. It's me. I've definitely survived lately, and it's also for those who partake, it is also Pride Month, and I am part of the Legitimaquois community, as it were. So happy Pride to those.
I would say that from now on.
So it's a good month for you. It's a good month. You got Pride and Jurassic June.
Yes. Yeah, like gay dinosaurs. I mean, they kind of, actually, technically, dinosaurs were trans in Jurassic Park, right? So,
oh wow, there we go.
Yeah, that's a
June's a good month,
dissect
man.
that.
Good weather, dude.
Yeah.
Happy Jurassic June.
Happy Jurassic June, guys. So I think we should dive straight into arguably one of the better Jurassic movies, Jurassic Park 3. It is the 25th anniversary this year, July 18th, right? July 18th?
Yeah.
In the States, at least, July 18th was when
July 18th.
I remember.
Date I remember, but now I'm thinking back in 2001, movies used to take a while to come to they weren't always the same day. Nowadays, movies are always just globally released, but pretty sure. Are you checking this? I'm pretty sure.
Checking the date there. Checking the date.
Just remember that 2001 was only a good year for movies and nothing else. Just remember that.
Never forget.
You can't keep bringing that up. You brought that up last time you were on as well.
Yeah. Premiered in LA. It's saying LA.
Reminds me of that tragedy.
July 16th.
Oh, that was the premiere, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, and then 18 of full wide.
Yeah.
Oh, like globally. So in the UK as well. Hell yeah, man.
It says I'm getting July 20th in the UK.
Oh wow! You calling me a fibber?
Oh no!
I guess DC's lying. He's a JP3 expert right now.
It's close enough. It's close enough.
Does ring a bell though. Like I remember it being later. But yeah, I was what? We worked this out last time. So I was born 93. So then that would make me.
I'm going to
use the year of our Lord, Jurassic Park.
I was 8. Was I 8 when it came out?
You were born the same year as Jurassic Park.
Hell yeah, man! And
a lot of good movies came out that year.
My girlfriend, the mother of my child, was born on the Lost World's premiere date. So come on, guys!
Hell yeah!
That's hot. That's hot.
And to be fair, my son was born the year Rebirth came out. Not that we're counting anymore, but it was born in 2025. So there's at least a Jurassic movie that year, right? So
sorry, that's the one.
That's the one. So I'm waiting for the next movie to be in production before we try and have the next kid. You know,
you gotta time it right.
Like, hurry up, Universal.
Shout out to Jaden, who's baby showering, and hopefully his kid is maybe born around Jurassic, but also a dino kid. So
yeah, congrats, Jaden. Enjoy the baby shower. It's good fun.
Also wild that Jack said. Imagine 20 years ago or whatever. How old's the movie now? 20 some odd
25,
years.
25.
We're with the JP25 crowd. Represent. Yeah.
Man,
JP,
that's true.
JP325.
Yeah.
Where's that at, Universal?
To anybody that there's probably a few people listening who remember the events that we did. We did the first official community event in Philly, and then we did JP25 event at Universal. We were just before COVID happened. What year was JP320? That was in
2021.
2021.
Man,
if it hadn't been for COVID, there would have been a third event that Jurassic Outpost did with Universal, and it would have been a Jurassic Park 3 anniversary event. That's what we were planning with them. It's a real shame.
I'll never be a whole person knowing this was almost a thing and not being able
I know. We were the whole plan, and we were discussing it with Universal, was to take it to the backlot in LA so that we could be where the JP3 set was crumbling behind us, and that the party would be kind of around there. And we were talking ideas through, and then obviously the world changed, and all those ideas got scrapped. It's a real shame, because that would have been a fun event. We would have made that kind of crazy after the first two, especially like cocaine for everyone kind of thing.
Oh wow, Hollywood baby, I love
cocaine on the backlot. Let's go.
Yeah,
maybe Jurassic Park 40. Can you imagine?
Oh no,
JP40. Wow.
Yeah, man.
Would have been some ice and snow in a Jurassic movie before the world movies.
Yeah.
You know, so.
That would have been fun. But yeah, so if my math is correct, which it probably isn't, because I'm terrible at math. Wait, it's born 93, 2001 movie, 8, right? 8 years. It was 8 when that movie came out. That's insane. 8.
What a baby.
What the hell?
That's the perfect age.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I remember seeing it in cinemas and thinking,
vivid memories.
I used to take. I think I tried to take like every family member just so I could keep going. And oh, you need to come see this movie with me. I remember going with my cousins and being like trying to work out like, what, these must be velociraptors, but they're different. Like they've got the feathers on their head. Like what species are they? Like going all in depth as a kid about it.
Hell yeah!
I remember coming home after each like screening and being like, trying to draw the scenes that I like the most so I can remember and look at them later.
Yeah.
It was great.
Back before
I was like in a unique situation because I think my Walmart accidentally put out the junior novelization early. So I actually read the whole novelization before I saw the movie.
Scott Siensen?
Yeah, I think it's Scott Season. Yeah, now I can't say the name.
I was never able to buy the two others that he wrote, but I got I remember the first one, the Eric Kirby one.
I think it was called Prey.
Prey. Yeah. What were the other two? Pteranodon Flyers was one.
Yeah, one of them had like Universal Studios Orlando like on the background.
Cover. Pteranodon Flyers, and then the third one was like a continuation of the story on the island.
I think it's called Survival, actually.
That might have been the one I read, Survival, and then Prey was the one I couldn't read, or something.
Another Jurassic thing called Survival?
I know, imagine that.
Hell yeah. They were fun, man. Those little books were fun.
Mm.
Kind of cool.
Oh, but yeah, so because I read that novelization, there's stuff in the novelization near the end, especially that's not in the movie. So when I saw it, I was like, oh, why aren't the raptors attacking the pteranodons or whatever happened and the Spinosaurus coming back? I think
I want my money back. Yeah.
I know. Like, wait a minute, what happened to the ending?
How old were you, Derek, when you saw JP3?
Oh God, I was in junior high, so I think I was like maybe 12, 13, I think. Yeah, I was
memories,
like,
man.
I think it was right before high school. It was like the
good age as well to have seen JP3, and then we all spent 15 years basically without a movie, like praying for JP4. I was 8, man. All I wanted was JP4.
The Great Jurassic Silence.
I still watch
PowerPoint.
Records weren't kept back then, so we don't know if there was a silence or not, right? So, but
I'm glad we only went through one silence so far, boys. I couldn't imagine a second one, even a longer one. Jesus.
In this true and factual podcast, we will give you the update.
We've consulted lawyers, so
Donald Gennaro, the answer.
Cohen, Swain, and Ross. Yeah.
But yeah, post JP3, man, to anybody listening out there, we all know that was a real depressing time. And all these...
Dude, we were kids doing that. Like, we were the right age. We were like the quintessential Jurassic Park audience, and we had nothing.
You had nothing. And for years, and they kept talking about it. It was this and that, and then there was rumors Spielberg was going to direct. And then that's when Frank Marshall stepped in, maybe around 2005, and it was like, who is this guy? Why is he talking
Yeah,
about?
why was he? He just appeared once.
He
why?
he married in Kathleen
Well,
Kennedy.
they married a long time ago.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
He was never like he
He just
never
appeared on the
Jurassic.
beach with a megaphone and just started yelling at us through the megaphone about
Eric!
Jurassic.
I just don't know why they shifted. I don't know why like it ended up in his hands as like the lead producer. I mean, maybe it was just like the Amblin were like, let's get him on it. He can drive it home. But I just remember not liking the man for a long time because he would always come along and be like, well, we've got a script, but I'm not sure we're going to make it and all this crap. And I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Like, give us Jurassic.
What a tease.
Yeah, it was just a roller coaster of up and downs for so many years. And then obviously, 2008, Michael Crichton passed. And then you had Stan Winston passing. And I remember, like they said at the time, it doesn't feel right.
It's like 09.
Richard Attenborough passed as well. I feel like that. I mean, because like as a kid, I always wanted like to see Hammond one more time, or something.
And he wanted to do it. I remember because he was he's British, obviously. So there was I probably still have it somewhere, a cutout from a newspaper where he was interviewed about saying like, if Spielberg calls me up, I'll do JP4 in a heartbeat. I'd love to return to that character and give it a proper send off. And I was like,
well, that's why he was in the sales script, right?
Oh
he
yeah,
was in the sales script. Yeah,
he's
trying
a
to
Scottish.
his problem, trying to correct his issue again. Complete pivot from his character, like in the first movie. Still kept that going, but then Masrani comes along and tells us a fucking barefaced lie.
It's so against.
It's not right. He's lying. He's lying.
I always took it as like he was exaggerating that. Like maybe like he's just like, you know what I mean? I don't telling people that, but it's not really true.
I don't buy it at all. I feel like he's lying because he's so powerful. He's so popular. Like he wouldn't have been able to do it without saying that. You know what I mean? There's no way.
Like Richard decided over, kind of like what was it? The To Kill a Mockingbird author was like basically forced to give her manuscript for this prequel book that no one liked.
I remember that. Richard Attenborough is Scottish in real life, isn't he? I guess.
I think so.
No, I think he's just.
But he's Sir Richard Attenborough.
He's Scottish in the movie. He's British in real life, I believe.
Oh, okay. That's where my mind is getting that.
Yeah, he plays a Scot, but he's actually British.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
Alfred Hammond.
Yeah, Alfred Hammond. That's that moment there is where the franchise died for me. The Alfred Hammond. That's when it, because we were all sat in that room watching Fallen Kingdom. When they said that, we all went, "What the fuck, man? It's not right."
Oh, but don't forget they fixed it because they added Sorna and ADR just a second later. Don't forget.
Oh yeah.
Well, this is Parker on his actual painting in the movie. If you actually get a close enough look in freeze frame, I always just thought it was like, again, like, it was Mills who said it, and like that was the first clue that he was the villain because he's giving wrong information,
bullshitting. Yeah,
I feel I get that for sure, but I think that's just a fan excuse, isn't it?
Yeah. If they hand in on the name a little bit and made it like a little clearer with Parker or something, then I'm like, hey, clever.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, not good.
I don't mean to redirect the conversation completely, but would you allow a Jurassic World fan to wax eloquently on Jurassic Park 3 for a second?
Absolutely,
of course.
Okay, so I watched Jurassic Park 3 a couple of days ago. Like, sat down, had a proper watch.
Which edition? Blu-ray, DVD, VHS?
Great question, Jack. Great question.
It was
4K?
It was 4K.
Okay,
but,
not the most pretty version of that movie, unfortunately, but
good sound.
Well,
good sound.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, like the 35mm is the one, but
yeah, 100%.
So, but if you listen to this podcast, you've heard me say my Jurassic ranking before. You've heard me say things. But I just had a really fantastic experience with Jurassic Park 3 this week.
Yes.
I already loved it, to be clear, but like it's just,
you already loved it, but it was bottom of your list after all the Jurassic World movies.
Yes, and I was telling Jack off air that I'm gonna continue to watch through them all, and I think I'm gonna rethink my ranking. I don't think it's gonna change that much, but I think it is gonna change. And so it's just,
Top 3.
Yeah, I don't know about top 3, but top 5 maybe. But I don't know, man. Like,
what was it that you liked about it this time round?
Well, yeah. So, like, obviously, I personally, I love that score. There are parts in the score that I don't like.
He's
as
on
much
the
as other
pod,
scores,
man. Don Davis is right down there on the pod.
Yeah, Derek Don
Theater
Davis.
services, young man.
My cousin.
When they
Great score, man. Great score. Matrix and then Jurassic Park 3. I mean, you can't beat it. You just can't beat that.
Yeah.
When they arrive to the island in the plane, and Alan
That
is like,
sound is ingrained in my head. That
Yes.
vroom of the plane.
Kills, baby.
well, and when they get to there's the overhead shot of the plane, and the dinosaurs are sort of scattering apart, and Alan's like, my God, I've forgotten. And that moment is just fantastic.
So would I.
Yeah.
He's so happy.
They're
so happy. So
there's
relaxed.
so much there's so much good dialogue in Jurassic Park 3. Like, you stole raptor eggs, and then Alan's about to drop them off into the ravine with the pteranodons, and he's like, and he reconsiders, and Paul Kirby comes up to him and is like, what are you doing? What if they catch us with them? And Grant goes, what if they catch us without them?
Yeah.
And it's like,
music
yes, man. Yes.
Just incredible. Yeah. And the cinematography in the aviary sequence, some of the best in the franchise. Like Shelley and Joe smashed that. Those shots, especially if you have the 35mm. Those shots, oh my God, they're gorgeous.
I found myself watching this time, I found myself noticing some of the camera work that I hadn't really noticed before. And some of the shots and camera movements are just fantastic. Like, when Alan is like behind the tree and you can see that there's nothing in between the branches, and then the camera comes back up and the raptor's there. Like, there's just so many, the cinematography, the music, the dialogue. I had a great time with it this time. So
good.
Finally.
And that's it. To say the movie had loads of issues during production stuff, they still pulled out a movie out of that, and it's
that's the miracle.
Amazing. It's as good as it is. Considering they checked the script so late into it.
If I can piggyback on you, I just want to say it's funny, considering a movie with no script and pretty much made on the fly is as good as it is compared to the most expensive Jurassic movie. And we'll talk about that later.
More of the.
I just found that funny.
No, it is. It's true, and it's in general as well. I think a lot of that is to do with how filmmaking has changed and how 90s and early 2000s movies kind of the last era of like good implementation of VFX. JP3 is arguably the best VFX in the franchise, maybe, but with Stan Winston and ILM working just at each other.
Yeah, for
that's,
sure.
Not tell which.
That's another thing. Watching it this time, I was like, the raptors look fantastic. The animatronic raptors are incredible.
Yeah.
So incredible.
Yeah, it really
you would
is.
think the freaking studio and the filmmakers would understand that. Give us some goddamn freaking animatronic raptors. Fallen Kingdom at least gave us an animatronic raptor, and guess what? That seems cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You like Fallen Kingdom, then? Is what you're saying.
Damn it, you turn it around.
You like Fallen Kingdom? Okay.
There's some cool scenes in Fallen Kingdom. I love the T-Rex scene. I'll give it just for like one tangent. I'll give it that T-Rex blood drawing scene. I think that's real cool. Whether Claire is like on the back of the damn thing and the right beside it, that fucking the head's all big and shit. I think that's kind of cool.
I didn't grow up in a rodeo or wherever you came from.
It's good, man.
Cringy Claire.
Cringy Claire.
Oh god.
So for going back to JP3 for a second, I remember for anyone in the UK will probably remember this. So there's I don't know what you call them. The equivalent is in America, but like satellite TV where you have a menu and it has different channels. In the UK, like one of the main ones is Sky TV. And they had this thing called Sky. I think they still do it, but it's like Sky Box Office. So it was before movies. Before like on demand, so it would have they would have a load of channels, like 20 different channels or something, and they were called Sky Box Office, and they just played whatever was premiering. So I remember the JP3 premiere, and in like 15-minute segments, the channel below it would play it 15 minutes later, so you could always catch JP3, and it would just keep playing it in different times. But you had to pay for those channels. You had to click on the channel and then pay for the movie, but I remember with JP3, I was obsessed with it. Right, when it was on there, you could watch like the first 15 minutes for free before it would say you need to pay. So I would watch the first 15 minutes of JP3 endlessly and just flick to the next channel and be like, all right, back in, like lock in the first 15 minutes.
You'd get the nah, not yet.
Yeah, and you get the scene with Grant and Ellie. I think it would cut out roughly when the plane was flying to the island or something. I don't know, but it was.
I was noticing that this time too. Like when it's 92 minutes, and so like when there's an hour left in the movie and we're deep into the action, like and it's fast paced. So
yeah, it's what a lot of people like about it. I think is it's non-stop, and when it does stop, it's earned, it's genuine. You have nice conversations with the characters. As much as the Kirbys are a joke, they do flesh out that relationship, which I think is good. It's a testament to the writers, right? Alexander Payne, Jim Taylor, they had the bare minimum to work with, and they were able to pull out.
Don't forget, fucking Sam Neill as well on set doing pages.
Yeah.
I love that in the UVH book, the Ultimate Visual History book, like that information, because we didn't know, like we heard like rumors of stuff like that, but we never had like concrete, like official verbiage of like that happening. Oh, yep, there it is.
I think Alan
love this thing.
Yeah, I need to read it again properly. I need to sit down with it because it's a bloody great piece. And at the time, I remember when it came out, I was like, it's going to be another fluff piece, but it's deep, full of information. He really did
JP3. I mean, that's where it benefited the most for fans of new information. Yeah,
loads of new information. It came with some beautiful stuff too.
Blueprints.
Come on, lads.
I think Alan has the best. Like, it hit me really hard this time. I think Alan has the best quote of the movie, which is the astronomers and astronauts thing with Eric. Like, that's just a fantastic moment.
They would not put something like that in a movie nowadays. They just
all-time Jurassic moment.
We need to get Blue back. Like they would
or make it like full of jokes or something to like cut the tension and not have that like beautiful
That's a moment that sits with kids, because as an 8-year-old kid, I was like, "Fuck is he talking about?" But
exactly, Jack.
With you, and you're like, you think about what the meaning is. A few years later, you're like, I get it now, and it's that's good writing, man. It's layered.
And Eric says, "You know what, Dr. Grant? I think Billy was right." And then they see the dinosaurs, and it's fantastic.
What do we think about Billy though? Do we think he should have stayed dead?
Yes.
I saw, so that was another thought I had while watching, was like, this is like Rebirth when Duncan doesn't die.
Right.
And so like I rescued your hat, but the moment when Billy gets fucking pecked to death by the pteranodons, it's like, damn, man, like he could have stayed dead.
Yeah, because up to that point, you kind of had like cannon fodder, to the point of maybe not Udesky. You'd learn to love Udesky a bit, and then he's sacrificed, and you're like, that's real sad. But with Billy, he was like a main character. You weren't expecting him to die, so letting him die was a crazy. Oh, fucking look at those characters, man! John Bell.
I've never seen this the Lost World character concept. Sorry to interject here, boys, but I just saw this and just fell out of my book. I've never seen this concept art for the characters of before they casted. Ajay has a freaking turban. That's cool.
I think cool. Bell's been posting a lot of that recently on his Instagram, actually.
He's been posting tons of stuff. Yeah.
Has he?
From Lost World.
He's back, I think. Somebody shared he's selling that JP4 poster again.
Yeah. For $80, I think, signed by him. Yeah.
Which I've got a copy of it, and it is, I think I got the only one, or one of the only ones, before he had to pull it from the site because he got in trouble for selling it.
I noticed he changed the logo. It did say like Jurassic Park 4 on it. Now it just says Jurassic Park on the poster. I wonder if that was what he had to do.
Maybe another iteration of it. Yeah, because I got the one that says 4.
How are you gonna get John Bell in trouble? Like, let that guy do what he wants.
Absolute legend. I'll never forget when we interviewed him for Beyond the Gates, because we had Kirby Enterprises. I see flicking through the UVH book, and it's full of props.
Interviewing him on Beyond the Gates, like those are fantastic.
Yeah, so when I still remember we were like pushing for him. We were like, we'd been talking to Mattel, and we know that they used his his artwork to make their Lost World toys. So a lot of the Lost World toys had features that weren't, like, for example, the Unimog they made with Dieter, it had the bit goes up at the back, but in the movie you don't see it do that. You don't know if it can do that, but it's from John Bell's concept art. So we know that they'd gone through it, and we confirmed with them. They were like, oh yeah, we went through John Bell's website, and like that's where we got everything. So we were like, we got to get John Bell on the episode. And when we talked to him, he was like, before we recorded, he was like, hold on guys, like, you guys like love my work, like not in like a ego way. He was like, no, I'm just surprised like people love the artwork so much. I'm like, oh dude, it's like my life.
Yeah, no idea.
I turned my camera. I was like, dude, I've got your artwork on the wall. I got those JP3, the bike. I had it on my wall in my office in Canada. I was like,
it's iconic to us.
Love your work, man. It's like iconic for Jurassic fans. And he was so humbled by it. It was like, what the fuck? He was like, still after all these years, people are still looking at those pieces.
Maybe,
like, yes, man.
Maybe he knows. Maybe he knows now, because I mean, he's been posting shit like 4 or 5 times a week.
Oh,
he's
yeah,
posting a bunch of stuff.
He had him
probably
for a long
the
time.
nicest man that we interviewed. He was just absolute.
It's just like when I look at his art, it's just like that is what I think Jurassic art is.
Yes.
Yeah.
That and Crush.
Derek Double D Davis and I interviewed him for a section of the InGeneral pod one time. So.
Yeah,
that's great. That's great.
He also posted the expanded hour version too, because it was like an hour-long conversation because I think I edited that one. And yeah, no, he went through all 4 Jurassic movies that he worked on, because like Jack said, he worked on JP4, like Jurassic World right before Colin took over.
Yeah,
and he talked about how like the cars were inspired by NASCAR and all the colors. And
I love that. He loves cars. Like he's like a big car aficionado. So yeah, and actually that was why he actually did a piece for my book.
I was about to say, I got that out the other day. Yes, I got that piece out, and I was like, this is from John freaking Bell, man. Like that's crazy. Absolutely insane. Yeah, go buy Derek's book, because you can get some John Bell artwork in the special edition, collector's edition, or is it in
just any of the print editions, like a paperback or any of the hardcovers. Like the paper, like if it's not the deluxe color edition, you still get it in black and white, which I actually did the contrast on it just to make sure things popped properly for black and white. That was kind of fun to do. I actually kind of like the black and white version now because of that. I'm like, oh, it all kind of just meshes.
It does, yeah. No, seriously, go buy Invertiverse. You can get your own John Bell artwork for an independent project, which is sick, Derek. So cool you got him.
He does like collaborating with fans. Like if you reach out to him, he might work something out with you. Obviously, not like for nothing. But, like he will work with you. And
it's worth it as well. Like we I think arguably, as C said, like that is Jurassic, is John Bell's artwork, but we wouldn't have the Explorer, we wouldn't have the Jeep Wrangler, we wouldn't have the trailers, we wouldn't have any of the
Barbasol can.
We wouldn't have that stuff if it wasn't for John Bell. The visitor center, the gates. It was all John Bell being like, I'm going to try a bunch of different versions and you pick the one you like. And
it's movie history, dude.
Yeah. Him, Rick Carter, Steven Spielberg, John Williams, all those guys. Michael Lantieri is one that I used to love. Lantieri. Just
the Lost World was his that was him.
That was his like play.
He was just cooking.
Yeah. The bus, I remember the bus, like talking about how they did the bus and like it pulls in and crumples.
I love that guy. Dude.
They were all just dudes, man. As I was growing up watching those making ofs, I was like, these are heroes to me.
Did Jurassic World bring a lot of these fellas back though?
I think Lantieri did all of
some of them, yeah.
But I don't think he's as involved as he once was. Like,
he's far too. He must be like a much higher up at this point in his whatever the role.
Just absolute killer. JP3, John Bell. It's a shame that JP3 didn't end up with more vehicles, because we would have had more John Bell on screen, really. But
yeah, some of his stuff is great.
He designed some motocycles, I think, in his JP3 art.
From the original script, when they're in the lab, right? They find motorbikes and get them going, and we never saw that in the movie, but inspired the toys. At least there were some toys.
And the game, and the GBA game. I think that I love that Game Boy Advance Island Attack one. Ooh, when you walking around the island.
Game Boy Advance. I remember my Game Boy Advance, and it had such a terrible screen, you could buy a light that you'd plug
Oh
in.
yeah, baby.
Light the screen.
Oh yeah.
Like a Kindle with a light on it. Like, it's a ridiculous thing. Man,
Those were the days.
Inside.
Those were with. I kind of
Oh,
want to buy another
nerd.
Game Boy. I need another one.
I know they should make another Game Boy that plays all those old games. You know how they brought back like they did
Oh,
like
they
a
exist,
mini
my
PS2
friend.
console that had all those games built in. They should
Yeah.
release little.
Oh, and we
Game
had
Oh,
we
yeah,
had that
for sure.
classic games collection, JP Classic Games collection for a little while. So
Yeah, is that why it got delisted? By the way, because it was the
I don't know. Apparently, it was like it had a limit on the time that it was going to be up, but like I don't know. There was
like a rights limit.
there was a physical version of it as well. It was just exclusive. So
You can
Yeah,
still,
look that
if you're
up.
in the UK, just go into any CEX, you'll find a copy of that.
oh sweet.
CEX is like one of those secondhand game DVD stores. You know, like people bring their stuff in, get paid.
I
and
might
they
pick
sell
up
it
a
on.
copy of physical just for
Well,
I guess history.
since
Well,
I've
and
been back,
Lost media.
on my way to work,
Yeah.
I pass a bunch of like I go through different towns and
Mhm.
I'll check on the website. I'll be like, CX, have they got any Lost World or JP3 on DVD?
Oh my god, same shit.
I've picked up like 5 of each. I'm like, I don't know why I'm doing this. They're like £1. They're like £1 for a Lost World or JP3 on DVD. I'm like, I should probably get that. Yeah, just
Why not? You can never have enough.
why not? Yeah, I don't. The thing is, there's going to be a time when those DVDs aren't there anymore, and somebody's
We
got
lost
them,
media
and they've
this
gone
year,
in a
man.
tip. So I'm buying them out.
Like
Oh yeah, my
Jurassic
girlfriend
the
has
game.
this. My girlfriend is like, this is how I know when we were destined to be together. She showed me
Ultimate
this. She's like,
Trilogy.
what does she have in her like
That's
random things
the
that she
first
moved in?
Ultimate Trilogy pack. Oh no!
Oh,
Yeah.
VHS of
Oh,
Jurassic Park.
that's true
3.
love right
In
there.
a literally
Yes.
perfect condition.
Look at
Wow.
that. That's
Oh.
mint.
With the metallic
Dude,
sheen
that's
to the
beautiful.
VHS cover. Yeah.
She
She
had
showed me
that.
this. I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna get married one day.
I was gonna say, marry that woman, man. Marry that woman.
Yeah, like the fact that she just randomly has this, I'm like, why? It's
Yeah.
meant to be, baby. It's meant to be.
Assis, the
That's
cover
such a
of
good
the
VHS.
physical the cover of the physical Jurassic Classic Games collection is really sweet too.
I love it. Yeah, the art it's really cool. But nothing
So-
tops the JP3, the cover. Looking at the VHS now again in person like that. Oh my god, the
Yeah,
shine.
the shiny silver.
Ooh,
They
baby.
didn't do that on the DVD. The DVD was still
No,
silver.
it doesn't
but
shine
wasn't
like this,
that.
dude.
No.
Or like the Lost World VHS with the lenticular, like
Yeah.
3D insert.
found
you can pull
that.
out.
I
That's
found that.
fantastic.
In Canada, in a thrift store, sealed.
Mhm. Yep.
What?
Oh,
How much
wow.
did it cost? How much did
I
it
still got
cost?
it. Like a
25 cents.
couple bucks. Like,
Oh,
I would have pulled the trigger on that every day. of the week.
Yeah, for sure.
after that, it's like that kind of thing. You struck gold, and then I'm like, are there any other thrift stores around here? We got to go looking now. We gotta get
never
You know
rid
what?
of it.
Yeah, I want to get the first two now on DVD, VHS.
You
Just
got it,
to,
man.
just to have it for those ones. Like that one there looks so crisp. Like that, it's like a perfect like.
Yeah.
You know what it looks like? A display piece now.
Yeah,
A perfect display piece.
and it's funny because the American Canadian VHSs are in those cardboard sleeves, but in Britain they were in clamshell like plastic cases.
Yeah,
And I just dramatically prefer the cardboard sleeves. We have a bunch that we bought back. We shipped them back from Canada. And I'm like, the other day I bought a VHS player that does both PAL and NTSC, so I can
There you
play
go.
those American VHSs.
I'm
That's
so
my-
jealous.
That's my goal for Jurassic June, is to watch the first 3 movies on VHS on a big TV.
Hell yeah.
Oh, to piggyback on, you said thrift stores. I actually went to an antique store recently, and they did not have Jurassic Park toys. They had, believe it or not, Jurassic World toys, like for the first movie, like the really bad ones, the
Hasbro
ones. I was like
In an antique
a lot
store.
of them too, in an antique
Antiques.
store, which I'm
That
like,
made
wow.
I bet that made you feel old. It's like, what the fuck? I remember when these were brand new on shelves. What's going on?
It was like the later ones too.
Derek, how did it feel? Because I saw one recently in public too, like that, at like a Value Village or something in Canada. Because I like to look for Jurassic too. Dude, did you feel like, wow, what an ugly piece of shit?
Oh yeah, I'm like, I don't want them. Like I wasn't even tempted to buy any of them. I was
No,
like,
it's like hideous.
No.
Like, and then you look at Mattel
Nah,
figure,
yeah.
it's like, thank God for Mattel.
well, like the screws too. Like on one side of it, you see like the screws on it, and it's
And
just
then
really
no
tacky.
sickle
And
claws
they
on the
don't-
Raptor either.
Exactly. And they don't stand, like they
No.
all fall over.
No, and they chose to not do humans either. There was only one human ever released, and it was Owen in a bike on a bike, which was probably one of the better pieces because it was like finally like their Star Wars humans are great.
Owen on his bike, you stand it up and it just falls over.
Yeah. It's got nothing on the JP3 bike. With did it come with Udesky? Was it Udesky that came with that bike?
Mr. Udesky!
Mr. Udesky! Right? They had a couple vehicles.
Alan Grant comes with the bike.
Alan Grant comes with the bike.
Red, the white shirt.
He was meant to ride the bike.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they had the helicopter with military general.
Yeah,
and they also had military diver.
Like,
one of the human figures, which it was always like, where's this in the movie? But
now we know where it is. We've seen that script. We've seen the script.
Oh
yeah. And then they also had one of the coolest Jeeps that wasn't in the movie at all. That yellow one.
Oh yeah.
It was a fucking sick toy. And it had like real texture to it. Like it felt rough and gritty, not like a shiny plastic. It was a great toy. It had a big net trapper thing on the front. I think like it went over.
I want a Spinosaurus airplane set. Get on it, Mattel.
Yeah. They didn't even do a plane. What the fuck?
Yeah. With like breakable, wings.
In hindsight, I'm glad they didn't do a plane that year. You know what I mean? Like,
true, maybe they had planned one. Yeah. Never forget, guys. Come on, we can't keep doing this. Reminds me of that one tragedy.
Not that good.
2001.
What a year.
Space Odyssey. What a year. Yeah. What a year.
Eventful.
For many reasons. JP3 is great, but let's talk about Jurassic World Dominion.
Your favorite. Sure. Everyone's
JP3 to JW3.
JW3. So there was a report recently. Do you want to give us a little overview of that report, Caleb? Because
I can do that.
I think. Wait, am I the who here likes the movie Derek? Do you like JW Dominion?
I do actually. It's not my favorite. No,
kick him.
But
kick him off the bug.
Yeah, I like JW Dominion. Whenever you guys are ready, I can read the article. But go on, Assis, if you want.
No, I just wanted to see where the temperature on the room is on the. So Josh hates it. I'm like lukewarm on it now. Like I still like a lot of these.
It's my least favorite of the Jurassic World movies. So,
okay,
there's that. So the headline of the article is exclusive. Universal beat Disney as Hollywood's maker of the most expensive movie of all time. And then there's a picture of Claire with the Giganotosaurus. So I'll just skim through this, but NBC Universal has taken Disney's title of making the most expensive movie of all time, according to analysis of recently filed financial statements. The filings show that Universal Pictures spent $658.8 million, which is a fucking shit ton of money, making the 2022 action adventure pick Jurassic World Dominion, surpassing the previous record holder, Disney's 2015 Star Wars reboot, The Force Awakens, which cost $638.9 million. Sorry, this is kind of funny to me, but it says Universal and Disney have been contacted for comment, and then nothing after that. Nothing after. Dominion was the third film in Universal's Jurassic World series. It says filmed at the peak of the pandemic. They had to adopt costly safety protocols during production, faced months of delays, which pushed the premiere of the movie back a year. It talks about how just all of that and other things caused studios' cost surge as they had to continue paying for sound stages and leased equipment, which could not be returned without risking losing the access window to it. Let's see. It says, furthermore, some security staff had to be paid to watch over sets, and so did some high-level producers and department heads to ensure they remained available when the pandemic receded.
The higher-ups.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm trying to see if there's anything else worth.
What about it? Doesn't it say
here.
something about how it didn't make any money? It actually lost money.
So it ended up on the net money that it made was only about $300 million. And here it also says that the hotels for all the stars cost more than $600 a night. big enough to impact Universal's bottom line for the film. Let's see. Yes, it also says that like the fact that Dominion and the Force Awakens were both made in the UK made the costs go up a bit because they weren't filming in like LA or wherever else. Studios filming in the UK benefit from the government's audiovisual expenditure credit, which gives them a cash reimbursement of 25% of the money they spend. But after that, on one line by itself, it says, "But the cash comes with a catch." So,
I bet they were proud of that sentence.
Yeah, yeah. Apparently, like, and it's interesting to me that all these filings are coming out now, but like it says in the article also that like the financial statements are filed in stages, and so all of that. Here we go. The economic impact justifies the cost reimbursement, which came to a total of $127.8 million. That was their reimbursement for that credit. And it says bringing Universal's net outlay on the movie to $531 million. And here's the revenue.
So much waste.
It also says that Fallen Kingdom cost $606.3 million.
Just fucking mad.
And that's
where's this money going?
Yeah.
Can you explain this to me, please? Someone in the comments or wherever. I need to understand what this freaking breakdown is.
It says it says their share of the box office left it with a $300 million profit, is what it says. So
it was profitable.
$300 million.
I mean, but thank Hammond, it made $1 billion, or that would have been less. So
yeah, man, seriously. I mean, it's so funny. I was saying before we jumped on that the movie was a critical failure, and even if you're not outside of being a Jurassic fan, because some Jurassic fans love it, but it was a critical failure, but it was also a financial failure. So that's quite funny that it's both. It really didn't do well at all. And it's mad because you watch that movie and you're just like, where the fuck is the money going? Because it's not going on the script.
Then you watch Rebirth and it's like, holy shit, you made this with this much money? Well, that looks acceptable. That looks great. Visually fucking nominated or whatever.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? That's the thing to note also with all this is like Rebirth cost them like under a third of what Dominion cost,
which is mad. And it made what, 800 million?
It made just nearly 900 million. Yeah.
So it did so well, but we know now because everybody got sued and because there was a great Jurassic silence and because loads of people like Crichton were going to pull from Universal, whatever the case. Rebirth was clearly made by Universal. It was speed. We knew they were going to do another, but it was fast tracked in order for them to be like, we can make one and make money. Don't worry.
They're going to be like, hey, I mean, they're like, hey, we can do this for a lot less. This is good.
Yeah, they cost controlled this shit, which is exciting. I mean, there was nothing about Rebirth that screams, yeah, this looks like it's got its budget cut from the last one. You know what I mean? Like nothing.
Oh yeah, sure. Like yeah.
It's perfectly high budget as well.
Yep. No, I agree with that. As much as I don't like the movie, I definitely agree. It doesn't. You're not looking at it going, this is a lower budget Jurassic. Like, it doesn't have that vibe.
It feels higher quality in a lot of ways.
Is the lack of animatronics, so that's the only thing that makes me.
They should have spent more money on animatronics. Yeah,
I think they will. Maybe this next time because they have more planning this time. It definitely feels like this way at least. And then if Gareth is if he's the one who's involved from the get go, especially, maybe he'll be able to design these things with that in mind or scenes with that in mind.
And that's the thing. Gareth never used film before. He was always digital only filmmaker. John Matheson was like, you need to shoot this on film. And they used the great tech and they combined forces in the movie before they replaced that.
When the adult sees us again with its baby, isn't there going to be some? When is it going to be like you?
You?
Is there going to be some angry recognition?
But maybe next time they are going to think, look, why don't we get a couple of animatronics in? And Gareth's like, I don't work that way. And the production team are like, now you do. Now
Jurassic works that way.
If you're going to be part
Jurassic
of this
works
family,
that way.
Yeah, if you want, the family has certain rules. You play by the family rules, or you go to a different family.
Yeah.
And you already want to
serve
solve
it
Jurassic
like,
movie without one.
like in
Yeah.
is it Meet the Fockers in the Circle of Trust?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
want to be in the Circle of Trust, you gotta
Any
use an
timing on that
animatronic.
with a new movie.
We need a Jurassic Park 3 spin-off called Meet the Kirbys.
Oh, I
God.
would take that. Yeah, just working at the mall. It's like post Dinosaur Island, just carrying on, fitting kitchens and
Poor Eric
working on
and
the
his
relationship
dysfunctional
and stuff.
family.
If you ever need a bathroom fixture or a shower,
But yeah, the Dominion budget is insane because the movie doesn't justify that at all. And I get it. I remember saying before the movie came out, knowing the production it was going through, we were all saying, look, the movies might end up feeling weird because of the contact restrictions and the fact that actors couldn't be too close. But you don't get that when you're watching the movie. It just feels shit.
Deep.
It just
Yeah.
is so bad. Everything is so clunky and awkward. None of it makes sense. Like,
It just doesn't flow.
no, it doesn't flow, and everything's so convenient. Like, oh, they've just realized they're stuck in that underground dimorphodon tunnel, and then all of a sudden,
Oh, that scene feels.
Malcolm turns
really
up so he
cocked up.
can rescue them. But also at the same time, the other guy
Oh yeah,
saw
shit.
them on the CCTV, so he's helping too. And it's like, what a load of convenience. That's like that's what you're not meant to do, man. That's so stupid. It's like,
and in
lazy
Rebirth, they were like, we got to bring the convenience back. We'll have a whole convenience store.
writing. Yeah,
And,
yeah. It's just bad. It's just bad. And it's so funny that report came out because I really don't like Dominion. I know a lot of people do, and that's fair enough. Movies are subjective. We shouldn't have to say that,
No,
but
it's
we
not.
do.
No, it's not, Jack.
But
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
how you
yeah.
really
Yeah.
feel.
And I find it very funny that report has made it even worse for Dominion. Like, god damn, most expensive movie ever made.
I hope it helps Jurassic to, like, as it did with Rebirth, I guess. Like, I hope it helps them to say, hey, we don't have to fucking do that.
Mm.
So
I
Do you
will
think
also
the-
just say that, and we don't have to go on about Dominion, but I do feel like that movie was, and I've said this before, a true insult to the original trio. Bringing them back for that, terrible, and none of them seem the same. Like, you can tell they were probably like, this isn't good writing. But
You know what though? That always seems to be the case with like legacy sequels. Like they never are the same in any franchise when they bring
No.
back old characters. I think that's just the way it is.
Star Wars, Indie, Jurassic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just can't get
we
it right.
got
They need to stop trying.
Grant kicking a dino, so he did that. But, yeah.
Dude, JP3.
Or excuse me, it's a Dimetrodon, so it's not a dino. But yeah,
Does he kick it?
That's
I
true.
just remember the
he
scream.
does. He kicks it. Yeah.
Ah!
Ah!
And then he falls.
Hey, there was
I
some
love
good, like,
He
comedy
I love
in
that-
there.
to hard concrete and rock, and then
Hits
gets
his
straight
head.
back up.
Perfectly good.
Straight back up. It's like,
Yeah,
he's
that's
like
what died there. The
plus
rest
at
of it
this
on his
point.
head, man.
I love that Ellie is like, forget the hat, fuck the hat, get out
I
of here.
know. Like, it was a jab at JP3.
You know, Grant gotta have his hat. Thanks, Colin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you took the wrong aspects, Colin, because I
I
don't think any
know.
of the fan was like, he needs his hat. That's not.
Yeah, he's not fucking. This is not Indiana Jones.
No,
Jesus.
Indiana
Hey,
Jones,
you know what?
man.
You know what
The hat
bothers
thing was
me?
played out in JP3. We already got that. That was done
Yeah.
after that point.
You know what bothers me is it's not really the same hat. It's not quite the same design. Like, I wish it was a little bit different design, but yeah.
Yeah. Not quite. It didn't quite work.
Party City. Yeah.
But yeah, but Jurassic City. But yeah, that
Jurassic
was,
Party City.
That was a great article, and I've seen the conversation go around other non-Jurassic fan communities. It's all over Twitter. It's all over Reddit, and they're just
Yeah, it was big.
rinsing the all the comments like, "How the fuck did that shithole movie get a budget that big?"
Yo, exactly. Thank God Rebirth came out because it at least changed the. This can't be. It's not like a modern talking point now. It's not current anymore. At least you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It was like
They-
they saw the error, they corrected it. Thank God.
Yeah, they saw there was the whole conversation after Dominion before Rebirth about how, like, they wanted to course correct and, you know, move on and all that.
Rebirth, I guess
yeah.
Dominion was so bad. I guess to Universal that Universal was like, we got to get another thing out there. We don't even care. Just get it out.
Well, I mean, get the conversation around the franchise into a different place at least.
Hey, it's in a better state than it was, and hey, look, at least it's got an Oscar nomination now under its belt. It's returned to some at least critical acclaim in some sense, whether or not we like the story. We can say the visual effects, they're freaking bang on.
First Oscar nom. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's huge I think that's huge, guys. I think that's a really big thing, and it shows that while Dominion sucked ass to critically to everyone outside the community, at least people were like able to look past it and be like, okay, well, at least they were able to at least course correct somewhat.
I watched
in the right direction.
I watched Rebirth with like a non-Jurassic obsessed person.
Did they laugh?
And they were like, no. So it was interesting though, because like we were just having sort of a general conversation, and he was like, yeah, I didn't really care for the last one, but he enjoyed Rebirth. So yeah,
Rebirth
like in comparison.
Time, man.
And that's the thing. Rebirth is a sort of one like it's one and done. Like it feels very like
isolated.
They gave us a fun little movie within that universe. Again, I personally really don't like that movie, but if you take away the Jurassic from it, even if it was just an island of monsters or something, it'd be a lot of fun. I think it is
a good generic dinosaur movie. If it was like just a generic dinosaur movie, kind of like the upcoming like Oak Street or whatever it's called, then I would probably like it a lot more. But because it's Jurassic, I criticize it.
And it tried to shoehorn in canon and InGen and stuff that just didn't work because none of it really makes much sense. If it had been, we've said this before, but if it had been what it was supposed to be, a biosyn facility, then it made a lot more sense because InGen in 2000, what was it, 2010 they dated it at?
2007, yeah.
On an island they've never been to.
It doesn't mean anything.
It's just silly. It shouldn't have been InGen.
Well, at least I will give credit. I will give credit to Frontier for at least trying to fill that gap with the new Rebirth DLC I've been playing a little bit of.
So how is that? You've been playing?
Yeah, we'll talk right now. It's been pretty good, honestly. They've tailored the storyline to be almost like a prequel to 2007. So I think it's set 2005, and you were like the manager of this island, and you're kind of like so far in the storyline. I'm kind of just like I first now made it into like the Titanosaur area, and I can go to the T-Rex area. So they're like studying different things, but like in the T-Rex, they're studying like aquatic predators and like hunters' ability to like hunt on land and water and shit. And then
water finds a way.
Yeah, they're trying to make like trying to breed titanosaurs and shit, and then there's gonna be like the D-Rex somewhere or guess whatever, you know what I mean? And it's good. It's like it's a prequel. It's filling in the gaps, a little bit of story here and there. And it's not stupid in the gameplay mechanic where they're like having you build a freaking park on that island. So it's actually like all your amenities are just based off of the workers on the island, and I appreciate that. And it's also cool to get like brand new in-gen architecture, and I appreciate that a lot. So
yeah, some of the production design on Rebirth was
a little expensive
in that sense. Nice. So I imagine it would play well in that game.
No complaints so far.
How much does it cost, Aziz?
It cost me 33 something or other with after tax or before tax Canadian, which is I don't know, 20 something or other, $29 for you guys, maybe $28, $25.
How much do you say Canadian?
33 something before tax.
Probably about 20 pounds. Yeah.
I never got the second game. Should I even get it at this point?
No.
Third is the one you want. Evo 3 is the one, and I've heard. I actually have not played it, but I've heard it is the closest to Operation Genesis they could get. Like it's pretty. It's pretty. Correct. I have played it. I played it at the Barbican at that event with Alex.
Oh yeah. The third installment,
you need hours to play a game like that. Not fit like 15 minits. You need hours to sit there.
Oh yeah, you need hours. Yeah. Each session is like an hour and a half, 2 hours minimum for myself. You think. And by the way, I will say, I'm sorry to interrupt. I want to say one last.
You're fine. You're fine.
Because I know I was complaining with the first two Jurassic World evolutions, like of me never being able to like have a second to like watch the dinosaurs behave in the game. I think they were able to definitely figure it out, especially for the Rebirth DLC. In between all the time, I'm finding myself actually like going to normal speed and just like watching the dinosaurs interact. I think they've added a couple new behaviors too, like the T-Rexes have new behaviors, so like it's just fun to like take a second and watch. And like the new Spinos are also cool as hell too. So far I'm having a really good time with it.
Yeah, good. That's how it should have been, because I played the first Evo a fair bit, And
Yeah.
when the Return DLC came out, Return to Jurassic Park, that was the only one I played. But I
Yeah.
used to spend a lot of time. I'd build a park, and then I'd be like, right, I'm going to get in a Jeep and just hang around.
But
And
you
before
can't.
Yeah,
know it,
fun to do that now.
That's the
before
thing
you
to
know
do.
it, something was going wrong, and you really had to pull out of there. But that was my
Yeah.
favorite thing to do, is like go ground level and just interact and like be in the paddocks and watch
Yeah.
them. Because man, that's Operation Genesis. That theme, the music from OpGen is ingrained in my head, and all the what were like the voice notes that used to pop up. What were they, Derek? Like the voiceovers, like Dr. Grant and
Sattler and
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Sattler. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you
no,
need to see this.
they were great.
Yeah. There it is.
I think you need to see that. What other ones was said? They used to
You
be
have like a sick dino or something, maybe? I can't remember either. Fuck.
they're right on the tip of my tongue as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great game.
All I was gonna say was that the third game installment is like JP3. It's the peak. So
Yeah, they've done it, man.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they'll be able to do an Evo 4 after this. I feel like
I don't think you can, man.
I'm glad that they fixed that issue of not being able to enjoy your creations,
No,
because
they
I
got it.
hated everything breaking out all the time. I was like, okay, now I just only feel like playing it. You know what I mean? It was just
Oh yeah,
really
Derek, if
annoying.
they figured that out. Finally, it's not
Yeah.
like a consistent shit show. You can automate a lot of that micromanagement bullshit. You can get that shit out of the way now. And it's
Oh, thank God.
you can start watching the dinosaurs, and you can like watch breakouts now. You know what I mean?
that's
Like you don't have to
cool.
like micromanage it. I can like go to my Rex and be like, oh shit's about to break out. Well, let me go watch.
Yeah, they're on it. They'll get to it. I can watch it. What was the quote of Operation Genesis? Build it, live it,
Yeah.
survive it.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, dude, I will.
Yeah, I guess the way Operation Genesis does the breakout makes it seem more detrimental to the park. Like there's more urgency to it.
The
You know what I mean?
music would always kick in, like the dom blom, like the heavy music. It was like the whole park went in shutdown mode. It was a big deal.
Having
Like
to go to like manually shoot the bastards too.
Yeah, that's right.
Can you put them down too?
I think so. I really need to play that game again. I found when I was last home.
Fuck it, they should just remake
found
it.
my old PS2, and I want to get that hit over here and play Operation Genesis again, because I don't. You can play it on PC and stuff, but I want to play it how I used to play it on PS2.
If you know what though, if they remade that game, I think I would never play Evolution 3 again. Because like there's something about Operation Genesis. I just don't know what it is, but they just can't replicate it. No matter what the complexity of the systems or whatever, it's just like I don't know what. It's just ease the simplicity.
Do you get Eddie Carr consulting on your equipment and weapons?
I wish, man.
Field equipment expert. Assis, all I'll say is message Alex and ask him about Operation Genesis.
Ooh, cryptic.
He'll show you something he's been doing.
Shit!
I don't want to reveal. So
yes, boss.
Yeah, go message him. While we're on the topic of games, let's talk Jurassic Park Survival. I don't think there's any news, but let's talk about that game. The new bit of news we do have is that there is a rumor that Universal are opening their own games division.
Yes. Cue the theme song, Jaden's Gaming News.
I love rumors.
Go on, please. Go on.
Universal had a games division. Universal Interactive, I think.
Universal, yeah, something like that, yeah.
And they did obviously Operation Genesis. They oversaw that, and they were for a long time doing Jurassic Park Survival, which never got made around JP3 era, which would have been a fucking banging game. And to this day, we are still trying to find a playable copy of that. Somebody has it out there. Somebody has a playable copy of that game.
Something has survived.
In fact, it's a good point to mention. I did a deep dive on that game. There is a Jurassic Outpost video on it. Go to the Jurassic Outpost YouTube channel, go to the playlists, go to Lost Jurassic Media, and there is a video on Jurassic Park Survival with a couple of new pieces of artwork in it that hadn't been seen before, discovered by the person who's credited in the video.
I mean, if we can get like alpha versions of Trespasser, I mean, we can get Survival in some playable form.
We've got to be able. It's got to exist somewhere. The original creator's still got a copy. Cryptic Studios, I think. No. It wasn't Cryptic. That was Jurassic World Survival.
Start with the S, I thought.
Cryptozoology Studios.
No.
Let's see.
Sasquatches.
Cryptic?
Cryptic, was it?
Sasquatch Studios.
Hold on. Jurassic Park Survival is a cancelled action-adventure video game. Savage Entertainment.
Oh, yeah.
I knew it was an S. Yeah.
Mothman Studios.
Love the Mothman property. It's great. But yeah, there's not really anything new on Survival, although the last bit of news was obviously Saber is still, it's looking good, they've said, so it's on track. But this whole Universal opening their own games division potentially is worrying because I wish Jaden was here. Jaden told us on the last one I was on about there was a game in development by Saber, and the studio that owned the rights to that property opened their own game division and immediately cancelled that game so they could make their own. So there is, Universal aren't going to do that with Survival, I don't think, but there is always that chance, right? They're like, we want full control. So who knows? But I think they'll, because of the video with all the Universal execs talking about Saber and talking about the game, I don't think they're going to cancel it.
So the story Jack is talking about, it was Saber was making an Avatar: The Last Airbender game.
That's it.
And the co-creator said, "Nah."
I see.
Exactly like that.
They didn't say the magic word.
Yeah. Who was it? Paramount.
It just says the co-creators. It might be the guy who actually created this damn thing.
The series.
I don't know why I said that. It's a great show. I used to like watching it as a kid.
Would Jurassic Park Survival be better under a Universal Games studio? Would that be better?
Jaden would say no, I think, because Universal have a terrible track record with games, and especially Jurassic games, as we all know, there's a terrible track record there. I think it would have been better hands if it had stayed. DreamWorks Interactive had stayed. They brought us the Lost World PlayStation. They brought us Lost World Warpath. Jurassic Park Warpath,
and Chaos Island, which I don't think any of you guys played.
Oh my god!
You did?
The top down, like the
like a
whatever gameplay that's called. Yeah, that was fun, man. That was a good game,
and it had the voice cast from the movie in it, like all of them.
Oh,
yeah, it was crazy.
That is fun. Very Lost World. Very Lost World.
Yeah, I love that one.
And then I'm pretty sure DreamWorks was still behind all the JP3 games, for which there were many.
Yeah.
That's Spielberg's company, eh? So
yeah. DreamWorks Interactive did. There was all the Game Boy ones we talked about.
Yeah.
There was a lot of games for JP3, but the main one they cancelled, the Survival one, and that would have been killer. That would have been so good.
Yeah.
Konami made the GBA games.
Oh, that's right. It was Konami.
Was it overseen by DreamWorks at all?
I don't think so, actually. I think the Knowledge and PC ones might have been.
Okay, yeah.
Knowledge Entertainment, I think.
Dino Defender and
what's the other? The Lost Wild. That's the other thing. That's.
Oh yes, that looks great.
That looks so good.
Yeah.
Annapurna, I think it was also.
Oh, that's who it is. Yeah.
Yeah, so they've been pushing for a few years now in the video game world, and they've been making some quality things here and there. So. Definitely going to keep an eye out. And also, what a direct competition. I feel so bad for Saber now. Like, there ain't no way Saber's competing with this. Sorry.
I know. I feel like it definitely Survival needs to be shown this month, I think.
It has to come first, and it has to come quick before this thing comes out. Otherwise, it's in trouble.
Yeah, with a bang as well. I think they need to show the game off. It's been too long again. And it's all in good hands. Show us that, then.
Not enough people are keeping it alive. It's like
give us more.
Us and our tiny audience, and like I know of one game like covering people on YouTube. What are they called? Games media people on YouTube that mention it once in a while. But that's it. That's the only presence I ever hear.
They don't have anything. They don't have anything to cover.
Yeah.
So. I know.
I often see YouTube videos pop up in my feed that's like, this new Jurassic Park Survival news is crazy, and I click on the video and I'm like, there is no fucking news. What are you? They're just milking.
Or you're like certain people who say that. Gameplay is happening tonight. Watch.
yeah.
One day,
sure, man, sure.
But I do hope that
Who
in
was
this
out?
month of June they give us some gameplay. I just give us like a minute of her running through the jungle.
God damn it, just give us a damn picture, at least something to say, hey, yeah, we're alive.
Yeah, here's like, where would be a cool location from that movie? Here's the East
Visitor
Dock.
center.
you
Oh
know?
yeah, dude.
Here's the East
Or
Dock.
the lodge.
Here's
The lodge,
Maya
yeah.
standing at the T-Rex paddock with the gate broken open and the Explorer.
You know what? It'd be cool to see something new, actually. Yeah.
Because we saw the Explorer in the CG trailer. There was the Explorer with I think it had the door open and it was just blowing in the wind. Gallimimus run past. Show us Maya stood in front of that very scene, because we're going back to the day after the fucking movie. I want to see those scenes as they were.
Yeah,
them saying the game is in a good place is like Hammond saying, "Oh, she's fine, she's fine."
Yeah,
like, yeah, she's fine,
but she's not fine.
She's not fine, and she's dead. So
she's fine in the sense she's not dead.
Yeah, well,
yeah. She was in a hospital. If you're in a hospital, you're probably not fine.
You're not fine, but she ain't dead though. So
that's just like Malcolm was in the hospital, but then he was okay for the sequel.
Malcolm's reaction was yawn. So.
Yeah, we got to get back to that though. I really hope they do us some survival something soon, because it's been too long since we've seen that game, and a lot of fans, that's the only thing they're excited for. I know Sicky T, that's the only thing he is excited for these days.
Sicky T, shout out Sicky T.
Yeah, I guess cool.
Sicky T is the only thing he's excited for, and I get that, man. Same.
Yeah.
Same. But yeah, let's talk Rebirth 2. Because David Kep has made some funny comments that I think Derek has something to.
You were saying that Rebirth feels like a one-off, and that's what was part of Kep's comments, was saying that like one at a time. But yes, please, Derek.
I mean, this slapped the name on a plastic lunchbox, and we're just selling. You know, Jurassic Park. Anyway, no, yeah, like his comments about Rebirth, like what was it in the interview? He was like, "Oh, like we don't know where to go with it. We've been thinking about it for a while." And it's like, okay, then why did you write into your story for Rebirth, you know, to walk back the whole dinosaurs in our world thing, which was the one thing that kept the whole story kind of like
fucking preach, Derek.
Yeah, I mean, and it's funny that I'm saying that, because I used to not like the whole dinosaurs in our world thing. I really wasn't like a big fan of it, but then since we went there, it's like, well, then I could see opportunities. Like there's like endless opportunities for stories with that.
Endless opportunities for isolated pockets of the world that have.
You couldn't find one fucking story.
Yeah.
You couldn't find one thing.
That's exactly it. And he spoke about that during Rebirth press, being like, we had to do this because I didn't know where to go. And everyone was like, what do you mean you didn't know where to go? And now he's like, we've written ourselves into a hole, into a corner.
Yo,
you don't know how to get out.
You did this. Set up everything fine.
Yeah.
Like we did not have to be written to this corner, but he chose to do so. And that's what's the most frustrating thing. And some people are like defending him, like, oh, well, you know, he did say that they're in like the equatorial region, so there could be more islands. I'm like, but why? Like,
how many more islands, Derek? How many islands are we going to, Derek? How many?
Exactly.
One of the things he said was that we chose to put dinosaurs back on an island so they felt more exclusive and special. And my takeaway from Rebirth was they didn't feel exclusive or special on that island. I didn't really like any of the dinosaurs or any of the interactions.
Half of them were mutants, so it's like
there are how many
islands
with dinosaurs on them? What?
Yeah.
What is it's just silly. It's just funny him saying that, because he's like, you're complaining about yourself, and now you're saying you've written yourself into a corner. Yeah, because you did that. You chose to that. You could have just left it alone and had a story take place somewhere where in a South American rainforest, for example, where there's loads of raptors or something, but they didn't. They went for fucking mutants on an island that no one's ever heard of. Once again, expanding this lore that nobody asked for it to be expanded.
And they didn't even expand the lore within the movie.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
They just kind of like brought it up, and that was it.
And look, Caleb has a good argument. He's like, I think he's trying to be coy and not say too much, but I feel like he said all the wrong stuff, and now it's like, everybody thought this movie was pretty much ready to go. And I do think they're probably still trying to hammer out a script.
I also think that like I really enjoy the dinosaurs in the world plot line, and like why we need to do more with that. So.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's
It
frustrating.
was a
That it's
retcon
all
at that
walked
point.
back.
Like it was just a retcon, and unfortunately the last few movies have been full of them. And
A
it makes no sense.
Rexcon, a Rexcon.
Well,
A
that's
retcon.
the whole problem.
like
It's
that,
like,
Caleb.
well, where could you go forward? It's like, okay, what, the dinosaurs get off the island again? Like, if we're just gonna keep repeating the same stuff over and over and over again, and I think they're also trying to get, ScarJo and everyone back, and I'm like, but it doesn't
Why?
make sense for them to come back
Their
again.
stories are done.
Yeah.
There's
There's
no
no reason.
reason for them to come back.
ScarJo can't. It would make no sense for Rebirth. The entire reason she went for the Rebirth is to get the cash. But that was to be like, oh, I didn't get to get the cash because I gave
Now I'm
the
in it
thing
for the
away.
cash.
You know what I mean? Now I'm gonna get the cash. I gave it away the first time, but now I'm gonna get the cash.
Jonathan-
They're looking at it all
John-
wrong by focusing on that. Like the originals didn't look at the Lost World. I know they went for Crichton's book. I know they originally were going to have Sam Neill in it, but at the end of the day, they didn't, and it was better for it because it wasn't like this. Grant and Ellie are back because like they wouldn't fucking come back. The only reason Malcolm went back is because you tricked him and had his fucking woman on the
That
island.
was that was a thought I had
Brooklyn.
while watching Jurassic Park 3 this week. Was I was like, this experience was fucking awful for Dr. Grant. He would never.
No.
Never.
And
but
it's like I'd never no force on heaven and earth could get me back on the island, and I get it, money, but
please.
also it wasn't meant to be landing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
To be landing.
He got kidnapped. He got kidnapped.
The,
No one ever mentions that.
Yeah, the paleontologist that needs to come back is Dr. Loomis. So
yeah, I
he'd
mean,
be
it makes the
fine.
most sense. I'm not a big fan of those
Slutty
characters at
glasses.
all, but it makes the most sense for him to be the one that comes back. But you just know it's going to be all three of them, and it's just like now it's going to feel even more forced trying to write this. The only way it makes sense so far that I can see is that fan theory you told us, Caleb, where the movie picks up almost immediately after it left, and they don't manage to make it anywhere safe. They make it to part of the restricted zone or whatever on the equator. They rock up on land, and the mission of the movie is to try and get this fucking briefcase where it needs to go while being hunted. Like, that's the only thing that can make those characters have a reason.
that
to
would
come back.
be
But we've gotta remember,
fucking
they're not
awesome. That'd be
alone
great.
on that boat. You've got a fucking
Have
aqualot.
Parkogenics chase you.
You've got the family as well.
The fucking
just gonna be running through the island.
tricycloplots. The tricycloplots.
And you got that weird fucking dino thing that she took from the island that all the other characters should have been like, no, you're leaving that here, you fucking idiot. Like, what the hell?
She's gonna
She's
go
gonna
anywhere
be
and
like
die.
an age gap difference. Like, she's gonna be suddenly older.
That's the problem, Derek.
That's also true. Yeah.
She's going to get bored of it. She's going to be like, I don't want this fucking thing. What the
Oh,
fuck?
you know what they could do,
Teenager
guys?
now.
It could be like, hey guys, like, you know how the unsighting incident? They're both like, blah, 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 and then all of a sudden attacked by something, kid dies, no more kid.
I'd take it. Maybe the
Honestly.
Aqualops kills her.
Hey, add a disease.
Maybe
or
it gets
something,
too
you don't know.
big and just like completely destroys. What's her name? The character
Isabella.
Yeah, just kills the whole family, and they got to run through wherever they've ended up.
The Aqualops is the big bad dino of the next one that kills it's going after everybody.
It's actually
It's a
had
mutant all
DNA
along, and
in
it
it.
takes into like the D-Rex's like sister, like sibling or something.
Hey, Dolores starts with D.
D-Rexalops.
Dolores D-Rex.
It was
Yeah.
in it. It was in it all along.
Terrible.
Actually,
man.
I have a controversial desire, I guess. Not that kind. With Jurassic. We'll keep this PG. So basically, I think we've hit a dead end. I feel like there's nothing story wise to go forward unless we're just going in circles. So I think, why don't we just start from the beginning? Why
Make
don't we
prequels.
remake Jurassic Park as the novel?
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
You know how
I'm
like
not
it's like
big
a
on that.
mini series or something, like not even a movie. I think it should be like an event series, like
That
on,
I like. A series
Yeah.
would be okay.
I can see the logic to that, but I think because the movie is so perfect to me, and the way it looks, and the way it is, and the way the dinosaurs are, I would just like it'd be like the Harry Potter TV series. I'd be like, yeah, it's gonna be good, but it's like it's not the Harry Potter I love. You know what I mean? I feel like it would come off like that, and as much as it could be even cooler because it's darker like the novels, you know they wouldn't. because it's
Well,
modern
that's what they should
Universal.
do then. You know what I mean? Like they should really go all in on the way the novel is. And if you think about it, like all the movies keep cherry picking different things from the book, from especially Jurassic Park 1, the book. So to see it all play out as one cohesive story would be kind of amazing. Honestly.
See Hammond tumble down a hill and get eaten by compies.
Evil Hammond.
See the junior T-Rex scene in who was the character that was
Regis.
Regis, yeah. Stuff like that would be great for fans to see. I agree. Like I'd love to see those scenes play out, but and the raptor nest and everything, like that would be fun. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. But you're right. They've hit a dead end. We all said that after Rebirth. Kep said it himself. They wrote it as, you can't think of it as a trilogy. You have to write it as one. Fantastic. But the studio want more. So you do. So at this point, like, how are you going to follow that up?
Or a prequel. You would have to do prequel. I think at this point is the only other option. Yeah.
I'm not big on readapting the novel, but like I would tell you that like I think eventually, with where the franchise is going, if the franchise story ends or something, they'll be like, oh, let's remake the novel and start all this over. Like I can see that happening years in the future or something. But
yeah, I mean, if they're already remaking Potter, then I think anything's possible at this point.
God damn, that's the thing. If it had been accurate information that the Crichton Estate was shopping it to other studios, which it was not, then if they'd signed a deal with Warner Brothers or Paramount or something, then yeah, I could see them being like, they're going to go back and remake this book, aren't they? They're going to do something different.
Probably.
But it's Spielberg's still here, man. Like it's not. Yeah. We're going to get a sequel, and I don't know how they're going to do it unless they literally do not bring anyone back, and they do Rebirth 2 with completely new characters. What about?
That's what they should do.
A group of people that end up in a zone where you're not allowed to go, and it's full of fucking OG raptors or something, and they have to. The movie is like Predator, like they have to get out, and they think they're going in there all guns blazing. It's really not going to work.
But that's something you want to see. Of what we've seen, though.
Yeah, there have to be dinosaurs out there somewhere that no one has kept track of, regardless of they got out in the world or they've they're sick or dying off or whatever. Like there have to be some that
guys are just beating around the bush. I keep saying it. Look at my name on the goddamn podcasting software. Dino human dogs.
Dino human hybrids.
Bring back John Sayles. Bring back John Sayles. Bring back Carlos Fuente.
Guys, we're in the freaking 8th movie of the series. I think we're okay to try something a little different now.
Yeah. You know what? If there was a bit of news that came out and they were like, John Sayles has been picked to do a draft, I'd be like, oh my.
I'm gonna see if he's still alive, because I don't think he is.
John Sayles is still alive, still
kicking. He's still cooking. You guys are literally saying that it's like everything's just going to be a recycle and they're going in circles or a dead end, right? Well, then Dino Human Dog is, it's a little bit like fucking mutants and hybrids, I guess. But now you're at least experimenting with the idea of incorporating a dinosaur and a human.
It's best of both worlds, because the whole point of the Sayles script was that dinosaurs had gotten out onto the mainland, and Hammond wanted to breed a species of dinosaurs that would be the last generation, so they would die off and be unable to breed, and it would control the population and reduce it down.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs got out in Dominion. There was your story, right? There was the fucking story right there. But instead, they went with Cap, and they went with, they all died out. They're all gone anyway.
It's just such a lazy way to do it.
They're too scared to touch that for some reason.
I don't know what it will be. I feel like they will not do a prequel, even a prequel to Rebirth. Like I just feel like it's not on the cards. It's not on the table.
Which I don't know why, because like Star Wars did it all over the place. So I mean, it's not like, or even like even the MCU did it with the Black Widow movie and stuff like that, or like Fantastic. Well, that's never mind. But
my feelings
is the best one, arguably.
My feelings on Cap are clear, but like I welcome a new writer in order to bring in fresh ideas too. So
I love Cap. I love Cap, but I feel like he probably shouldn't have done Rebirth.
I think Cap is best when he's adapting an actual material, like a book. I think that's where he's best, with Jurassic at least, or even probably with other properties. Because I saw Disclosure Day and I thought it was mid. I thought it was mid.
So
I have
not
gotta
seen
see it. We gotta see
anyone
it.
else has seen it, so don't spoil it, Derek.
I will.
But is there anything in it? Because I've seen some screenshots that people post and stuff. Is there anything in it that is like, hang on, that might be real? You know what I mean? Because they do a lot of like showing you different scenarios and.
No, I mean you don't even really get like a lot of that of what you're talking about, and like you get some of it, but it's like you know it's got the movie sheen to it. It doesn't.
I'm always gonna follow these two damn characters the entire time. I'm like, I don't care about you. I care about the alien disclosure.
I know. I care about the fucking disclosure. That's what I'm here for. Yeah, I've heard mixed things, man. It had really good reviews when they lifted the embargo early, and then once it hit cinemas, I saw nothing but
fell off a cliff.
Yeah, it really did.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, Spielberg's too old to be making movies. I'm like, don't say that.
I don't think that's true. I mean, I didn't think it was bad. I just thought it was a bit underwhelming. I'm not spoiling anything. I just thought it was
exactly what I've heard from a lot of folks I trust.
I think one of the difficult things is, especially in the last trailer, they showed you the girl walking up to a house and she's with like a deer and another animal. And I think just because everything's CG now, and I get why they do it for animals on set. I understand why they haven't got a real deer there.
It looks better in the movie.
Man, it doesn't look good.
Movie.
Like, I don't know. I am excited to see it. But
I will just say it's almost like kept kind of mishmashed like Close Encounters with Minority Report of all movies.
Oh yeah,
I will say.
Interesting.
Like for the trailers, like doing the chasing aspect by the authority figure.
Yeah, but also just even with I'll just say there's a certain character trait that is like straight from Minority Report. That's all I will say.
I think I know what I'm okay, just based off my limited knowledge.
It's kind of cool.
We talked about Minority Report a couple of pods ago briefly, and like I watched it recently. So like that excites me, but like because Minority Report it's a good Spielberg, but but a mix of that and Close Encounters is super interesting.
You guys like War of the Worlds?
Yes, that is my favorite. Yeah. That's my last favorite Spielberg movie. That's the last one he's done.
Such a good. I think about that movie like once a month,
and that was terrifying movie. That is kept too,
And he adapted a book though, so there you go.
That means Tom Cruise and that's
a
Tom
radio
Cruise
play, a book, like the original movie. Yeah, War of the Worlds is Spielberg's last. For me, like last great one, and that's what I kept saying about Disclosure. Everyone was like, "It's the best one since War of the Worlds," and I'm like, "Fuck."
Did you like Fabelmans though? I mean, that's good for what it is.
Oh, Fabelman's fun, but it's not.
This is the first proper Spielberg like fictional story. In a while.
Fabelmans was you got to be into Spielberg lore to get to like enjoy Fabelmans because it's just his story.
His family, right? Yeah,
about his family and stuff, and it was good. It was good, but it wasn't like. It wasn't like a Jurassic Park or something.
Something you haven't seen before. You know what I mean? Like it's maybe shot
like a personal movie,
like good. You know what I mean? With some passion, but there's nothing you haven't seen in a story.
Yeah.
John Sayles is still alive, by the way. I just wanted to.
Of course, he's still alive. That man's never gonna die.
He's hybridized. They hybridized him to keep him alive.
I still want to read that. I for what it's worth, the Sayles script is great fun. But I really do want to read the William Monahan draft that came before Sayles because it was probably way less insane.
It has to have been. John Sayles is freaking nuts.
John Sayles.
Have you seen his alligator movie?
Yeah. He's crazy, dude. But to be fair, man, I liked the science in that story though. It was good.
Yeah. Definitely, and I like what was the raptor hybrid things like Omega and all these different
cool like freaking Greek or something names or something. It was
really there's a lot of Greek mythology in it, and then you obviously just had a really great scene on Nublar where they went back to Nublar and like
the trapdoor raptors.
Fuck off! That's like the best thing.
Fucking sick.
So spooky, and that's what we should have got. We should have had that. Never got it. Trapdoor raptors. Those raptors evolved on that island because you think about it, right? I always like the idea that they didn't destroy the assets on Nublar because it was in a deleted scene, so it's not in the final movie of Lost World, but also it's well within InGen's nature to be like, of course we did that. We'll just leave them. But there weren't enough dinosaurs on that island to really make a full ecosystem. The same as Sauna, where there was already loads of each species. When they released them, it built an entire ecosystem. But for Nublar, they only had a couple or one of each species on the island, right? So there's not a lot of movement there. But the raptors were breeding. Other species would have been breeding, but the raptors were breeding, and they bred fast, and they would have evolved. They would have dominated.
Not hybridized, specialized in their specific environments or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. They probably
it's a thing of the story of the original novel too. Like they fucking dig nests underground and things.
The nests,
yeah. Oh,
it's
the trapdoor
truly
raptors, man. That was
another thing from that.
Another
thing from those early JP4 stories was the baby that got eaten and all that.
Which was yeah.
And I just like you part of your book was inspired by that, Derek, right?
Oh, a little bit, yeah. The babies and bassinets, yeah. The compy had a nice meal,
yeah. We missed out. I was saying, Assis, on the last pod I was on, the 14173. That I kind of, as much as I love JP3, I'd love to be in a timeline where Spielberg had made JP3.
Sure,
if you think about the darkness of the Lost World, and you think about all of Spielberg's movies after that point, including and especially War of the Worlds, can you imagine if he had done JP3? It would have been fucking dark, and we would have ended up probably with the San Jose, the Costa Rica mainland stuff. We would have ended up with a much more lore building.
Cohesive, yeah. The lore would have been exactly more cohesive.
Because I love JP3, but it is just the only kind of pushing the franchise forward was like that wasn't on InGen's list. You kind of get the sense that InGen are up to no good again and stuff.
Whether or not Spielberg directed JP3, even if he did, let's say, direct JP3, I think our trajectory would have been very similar to what we got now, though.
I don't know. I feel like if JP3's original story had been made, where some dinosaurs were breaking out into Costa Rica and they were getting off the island, but they were immediately trying to figure out how the fuck that happened and fix it. The movie after that couldn't have been like, well, they're out in the whole world now. They're like, I feel like they would have kind of cleaned up in that movie, and maybe JP4 would have ended up as like the last few. I don't think
maybe New Park though. I could see eventually coming back.
Such a bad idea.
I think
it is an objectively bad idea to build a new dinosaur park.
Yeah. Hammond trusted me with his idea. No.
Actually, you're right. Spielberg wouldn't have gone that way.
I wanted to make money.
Spielberg was making dark movies at the time. 2001, if he'd made JP3, it would have been dark.
It's like,
it would have been the Jurassic. It would have been the aspects of Lost World that I love, where it's fucking like the subject matter is like PTSD for Malcolm. It's like hunters and gatherers. Like it's dark. You know,
we need the Lost World and JP3 are very much PTSD for the main characters who had been before, and I would like to see more of that kind in storyline and the PTSD of our past experience. Yeah, Chaos Theory too.
They kind of did that in Chaos Theory. Actually, that's what I was gonna say too. It's like I think that's part of why Rebirth frustrates me so much, because Chaos Theory proved that you could do dinosaurs in the mainland in interesting, ways.
Man.
Yep.
And then it's like, we get the final season, like right when Rebirth comes out, and it's like, oh, well, this is sad because now this doesn't matter anymore. You know what I mean? Like we've moved, now we're away from this.
We were saying in the last pod, I think, like let Scott Kramer have some input here.
100%.
Yeah. Why as well?
You know what's really sad? It's like, dude, Scott Kramer and his team of creatives were thinking of creative things to do with dinosaurs in our population. Like, I can't remember which season of Chaos Theory, but when they go to, like, I think it's Africa or something like that, and, like, they're using that herd of, like, Kentrosaurus or Stegosaurus or whatever to, like, guard them against the baryonyx or whatever, then the dinosaurs get lured away and the baryonyx comes. I'm like, that's clever. That's what a great way to use the dinosaurs in our real world population in a unique setting that we typically Westerners don't see every day.
Exactly.
That's great.
Suchomimus
couldn't do that.
Suchomimus snout.
They did it
as Billy
really,
says.
really well. They did it really well. And it's
and then the hippo fight.
Yeah.
What the hell are we doing, guys?
Yeah. And it's a shame because obviously that show is generally for kids, and I enjoyed it for what it was. But it's a shame that those ideas haven't manifested into the full main movies because that's where it should have gone.
And now, why would
upsetting.
they? Because it's all swept away, you know.
And you know what's more upsetting than anything else to me, I think, is the fact that a children's animated show, both Camp Cretaceous and Chaos Theory, put their kids, first of all, in more damage and personal harm than any of the World 4 movies. Think about this, because remember when Sammy gets hit by the Scorpius? She's like almost dead. And then freaking Ben, he's pretty much assumed dead at the start. And then freaking what's her face? The Brooklyn. She loses an arm to freaking the Atrociraptors.
Yeah,
that if the series,
the most expensive movie ever made, you have the Giganotosaurus doing no damage to 7 characters, 8 characters at this point.
Maisie was kidnapped, though. Your favorite character, Jack Maisie, was kidnapped.
Man.
So I mean,
the series idea, like that. That's sort of the argument for adapting Jurassic Park into a series. Is you could do so much. You could draw it out and play things slower and do so much more.
It's just I just don't understand the disconnect between the gratuitous violence of like what you'd expect of a franchise movie versus a animated kid show. I'm just surprised, like the fact that they maimed Brooklyn, the main character, and she was assumed dead by dinosaur attack. First of all, and like they still like lessened it, but to a fact that she still had one arm because of it.
Yeah,
why can't we get that type of like real world stakes in the movies?
I know they have no issue doing it for an animated kids show, but the studio are like, Duncan needs to survive.
Yeah, not only was it they did it to a girl and she's under like 20.
Yeah,
they did it to a young girl. They damaged a young girl, but Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, all our main characters, these kids are all safe.
And you know they're going to be safe because they're the main characters. They spent millions for them to be there. Same with ScarJo. Like, you know she's going to be fine. And it would have been a flip on its head if that movie if she fucking died or something. You know,
that would be amazing.
I think Scott Kramer has to come in. Speaking
of things that are shit, let's talk about that new park in Texas. Yeah, kid park. Yes. I'm sure you have seen videos come out of it. There was Shrek. Swamp Adventure, Shrek's Concrete Adventure. It feels like a completely unfinished park. It just reminds me of parts of Poland that I've been to. It is very like it just
Warsaw, Poland.
Yeah, literally, it's just so bizarre. Like there's no color.
The little Jurassic World coaster is the coaster, and there's a bumpy animatronic, but it's tiny. And then all of it, literally the entire foundation, everything around it is just some gray cement.
I don't understand what's happening.
It's like we're in a paddock. That's all it is. Like we're in like the moat, like the concrete moat. Like that's what we got for a theme park.
It's so uninspired.
It's in the moat.
It's so uninspired and very strange, and it feels quite. I imagine taking your kids there would feel quite surreal. Like, hang on, what the fuck is this place?
Yeah, as a contrast to the parks as a contrast to the park theming in Orlando, where it's like incredible.
Yeah.
So and the Hollywood Park, and like look at Harry Potter World and all that. It just is mad. And then you go to this. What's it called? The park?
It's Universal Kid Resort.
Yeah, it's Universal Kids Resort.
Resort is the wrong word for that. Universal Concrete Land,
Concrete Prison.
It's so bad, so bad, and I don't understand.
I hope. I mean, I'm not trying to like play devil's advocate here at all, but like, I hope they add more. Please add more things to it.
Well, I said before we jumped on it. It seems like they're waiting for the plants to grow, but then when you look around, there's no plants even set to grow. There's nothing there.
Yeah, I thought you said you're waiting for the plans to grow, like the plans for the park need to grow because there's no plan.
I'm genuine. Someone needs to get fired because it's so bad. It's a terrible look.
I think they had the thought, we can just build this kids park and make money, and they won't care, and like that sucks. That's dumb.
Kids deserve better. I mean, that's the thing, especially if you're going to be paying theme park prices, like the parents would be paying theme park prices to go to just a bunch of concrete, like I would be pissed as a parent. Like, why do I pay
This is
for it?
ridiculous.
It's very dystopian in the way it looks, and it's not in a good way. It's not like it's not like giving Blade Runner vibes or something. No, it's given like
1984 George Orwell right here.
Yeah,
like the Hunger Games, like the Hunger Games, like districts, like we're like in the Hunger Games district.
That's what we need is a Jurassic movie or series or something where we release a bunch of kids into an arena to survive.
Hey, that's not a bad idea.
Well, you know, actually, you know what? That's quite a good. Have you ever seen the movie The Hunt?
Yes, Jack. I know where you're going with that.
Yeah. What about
the movie? Isn't it?
It's a good movie, and like basically a bunch of like rich people kidnap normal people.
All the names die, man. I love that.
And dump them in so they can hunt them, basically, right? Like people hunting, which is rumored to be, you know, like the whole Epstein thing.
And as your prize, you get to go to Jurassic World.
Yeah,
you get to go be with dinosaurs.
Imagine they did something like that, but
that would work, Jack, wouldn't it?
Dinosaur. Say again.
Why wouldn't that work? That'd be great.
It'd be so good.
That's something we haven't seen yet.
We haven't seen
or a movie like Send Help, where it's like you get these two antagonistical people, like they crash land on an island with dinosaurs, which is now what we have again.
Yeah, but it's all like the same fucking thing.
I know. There's not much more you can do.
You're right. You have to run.
Yeah, dump them in a zone where there's dinosaurs. Give them a couple weapons and stuff, but they have to basically find their way out, and it's all being watched. It's all being monitored. Like that's dark.
You know what?
It's abusing the dinosaurs. It's abusing the power they have. It kind of and it flips the whole idea of like a theme park on its head. It's like this is dark people in a dark world doing some seriously dark stuff for their own enjoyment. And the main characters are all people that have never met, and they bond through the movie and trying to survive. And
why don't we just have like
one by one?
If Jurassic always resorts to the same basic equation where someone has to get trapped with the dinosaurs and escape from said dinosaurs to wherever safety, if that's always going to be the general equation of Jurassic movie, then each movie almost has to have a cast of 99 to 100% brand new actors each time, brand new characters. That way we can have different scenarios in each of those characters, like you guys are saying. One where two antagonistic guys crash, and then maybe they have to work together to get off the island. That's one story. Maybe one's like a family crash, like we've seen that already, but you know what I mean, right? And then like one's like a fucking, like you guys are saying, a bunch of bad guys are sent there, and then like you guys escape this prison planet or a prison dinosaur island or whatever, and shit like that.
Jurassic, we need a Jurassic planet
on the island.
Yes.
Like
Jurassic planet would be sick, man. In general
podcast
in general, yes.
Well, they should do like
in
Jason
general
X,
423
Jurassic X.
You guys remember that rumor and like early before JP4 was like fully formed of the brand new park idea? It was like freaking dinosaurs in like space or whatever.
I remember it was Joe Blow, I think that shared it.
Yeah, Joe
Blow were the first ones that announced that it was going to be a new park, and I remember reading that and being like
no.
Ooh, after 14 years of wanting JP4, it's never crossed my mind.
I didn't believe that was going to be true.
Yeah, not good, but yeah, man, I think there's some good ideas in there, but they've got to be brave enough to not bring the 3 new actors back. They've got to go raw with it. They've got to make it dark, and they won't. The studio won't let that happen.
We can hope.
Battle at Big Rock's the best example of that.
Yeah, completely new characters. Finding themselves, ordinary people finding themselves in an extraordinary situation in a world where
suddenly
but
I don't want superheroes in my freaking. I want regular guys. Like that's why Jurassic Park 1, 2, and they're not freaking special. The only special thing about them is like their PhDs and they're doctors and smart.
Yeah, they're not.
They're regular freaking people. They're not freaking military, spec ops, freaking.
And that's why Tedeschi was just like the guy who showed up, right? Like he was like.
Yeah, the guy didn't show. So.
Well, there's that conversation between him and Kirby where it's like, what do you do? And he's like, oh, I'm just kind of like a contractor. A booking agent. Yeah,
I'm a booking agent.
Yeah, he's not like a real
guy if he doesn't show up.
Yeah, and he thinks as well. And I saw a post the other day. Actually, I don't think I've ever noticed this. Tedeschi had a handgun in his vest.
Yeah, he drops it.
drops it when he tries to pull it out with the T-Rex fight. I don't think I've ever noticed that before, and I love that little detail. I'm like, man, he couldn't even
he had a
it would have been a bit useless, but he fucked it, and then he just kept running like shit.
What happened with the
Raptor do in that situation?
They
try to get your gun, you know.
Yeah,
they say you never can tell about people, can you?
Never can tell. Man, it's a shame. I hope they go somewhere darker with the next one. I always say that, but I think the franchise, they've written themselves into a corner, and I think the only way to go with it is to go different and dark, and because Rebirth wasn't dark, like everyone survived, so I don't. It needs to be different. It needs to be tonally completely different, and
give us a gory death for once.
Yeah, man. Give us an extended gory death that makes you fucking horrified about what can happen over the course of the rest of the movie.
We did get an arm in this one though. We got Loomis's arm. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, we got.
You mean Krebs?
Oops. It should have been Loomis. Hell, why not? Kill some main characters.
Yeah. But that's I thought Rebirth was going to be the chance to be like, oh, we're going to have scientists back in the role, and then you get two like spec ops, two like military people as main characters. I'm just like, they're all surviving. Loomis jumped off a cliff, lands in a puddle of water, and he's like, yeah, I'm good.
Hey.
What the fuck, man? You would
have broken your back. You would have hit the freaking water like concrete.
And especially just the shock of it too. Like you're not getting up straight away and being like, oh, la-di-da, where are my glasses?
So that was like some Crystal Skull action right there.
It's very it's just very
cartoony.
He heard the compies and he was like, oh, where?
They should have killed Loomis in that moment. I was like, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. And they survived. Like, no, you almost had it.
Yeah. Real shame.
Same with that new Texas theme park. Real shame.
Real shame.
Almost had it.
Universal Concrete Park. It's terrible, man. Terrible.
Concrete Park.
Before we wrap this shit up, there's two other topics on the list. We've got Alien Romulus 2 meets Ridley Scott. We've also got Dino Crisis, but we'll save the Dino Crisis. Let's quickly dive into Alien, the Alien podcast. We need a theme.
This is important to us.
We need more dinosaurs, need more aliens.
Jurassic Alien Outpost. Yeah.
If you've been listening to us for a long time, you guys know we have like our side franchises that we like to talk about, and Alien is very, very, very much one of them. My goddamn cat's name is Ripley. So
Assis, you and I saw Alien Romulus.
We saw Romulus together in LA. That was a very cool and life moment for me.
That was a good time.
That's very cool for us.
And just a side point as well. Isolation 2, they are dropping clips and
I can't believe this is happening. I'm so happy.
I'm so excited. It looks so good. I bet it's going to be fucking killer. Apparently they've advanced the
I'm
AI.
Scared of that AI. It's already so good.
Yeah, the thing is as well, I saw something the other day about how when you you often run out of flamethrower in the first game. Somebody was saying they think that the alien knows that you can. And I was like, that's so... Because it knows that you can hide in a locker, and it knows that it won't...
it'll wait you out with the flamethrower. Yeah, dude, if you blast the alien enough with your flamethrower, it gets used to, like, it knows it'll run out, and it doesn't hurt it enough.
Yeah.
And it'll just wait for you, and then once you run out, it fucking rushes you.
Yeah, exactly. It knows. And it knows if you hide in the same locker, it's like you've been in there before.
It checks lockers more often.
Yeah. And you're just like, you have to keep fighting and running. You can't just hide in the same place. It's so easy to do that in that game. You like progress a little bit and then you go back to the locker or you go back to the tunnel, the shaft. And then you're like, oh, it found me. It knows I came back here. So
that's a positive advancement of AI.
I don't know what type of game you want to call that, but that is, I think, the greatest example of that style of game. I play that game all the time. My phone has it. My Switch 2 has it. My PS5 has it. I freaking love this game. One of my favorite games of all time.
So good. Yeah, hands down. Isolation 2 is just looking killer, man, and I hope they pull it off because so far everything I see on Twitter and stuff, when I see they always post like pictures or little clips, and I'm just like, oh fuck, I'm so excited to dive back into this world.
I think Amanda Ripley's back, right?
Gotta be.
She has to. I need more of Amanda Ripley's story. Perfect cliffhanger.
It's perfect cliffhanger, and it kind of has to be that. Like it makes the most sense. It's got to be her ship crash landing on an island. Or where do they crash land? They crash land on a planet, don't they?
I can't even remember. But she's either floating in space or she gets ejected and she's just floating off somewhere. Like in space above the planet. There's a planet there, though. I can't remember what it was.
So pumped. So
Yeah,
pumped for
it's gonna be
that.
perfect.
Alien Romulus 2. So Alien Romulus 2. Apparently, we were saying on the last one that I was on that apparently, we don't know where. Do you remember the apparently kid?
Apparently, I've never been on live television before.
Apparently. So apparently,
We're old, man.
We were saying on the last pod, Al, we were like, hang on, wasn't there supposed to be like a director? And there's no director for Romulus 2. Fede Alvarez dropped out. We don't know what's going on with it. It seems a bit quiet. Turns out the reason there hasn't been progress is because of Ridley Scott.
God
Director
damn.
of First Alien, director of Prometheus, Covenant. Great director. Feel like he's lost his way a little, and I think a lot of Alien fans are like, please step away.
Yes.
So
step away from
you
the
were reading
franchise.
a cease that Fede wanted to bring back David in
yes,
famously introduced in Prometheus in Romulus 2, and Ridley Scott said no, and Fede dropped out. There was probably a bunch of other reasons too.
But that probably was a creative difference, I guess.
Probably, yeah, and now we're in this limbo where there's no director because Ridley's like, I want to do another one. And it's like, I don't know if Covenant wasn't that fun.
And there are rumors that apparently that Ridley Scott did potentially, maybe, there's speculation that he interfered in negotiations between the Evil Dead Burns director, who was being looked at after Fede left. And then that got obviously nowhere because we're in the state that we're in now. And Ridley Scott pretty much said that, he wants to be the one to bring David back and use him. So I guess we're just waiting for another David story, I guess.
Bring David back. Don't bring Ridley back.
Is Ridley Scott working on anything else right now? Because he did Gladiator 2, which didn't really do
which
well.
Was not the shit.
Even the cinematographer dunked on that movie. It was John Matheson, I think. He was like, Ridley's kind of lost it a little bit. Like, he's on a podcast. He's like,
he has the
like
Dog
complete
Stars
contrast to
movie
making the
coming
first
out.
movie. Like, Ridley does multi-camera setups now, so they just capture everything. So there's no real, like, this is my lens, this is the shot. You know, it's all kind of like just capture it from all angles because he's getting old and tired. He's just like, just get it done. Like, it's not the vibe, man.
Can 20th Century Fox or Disney just say, Ridley Scott, thanks, but no thanks?
Yeah, I mean, I wonder what his stake is in it, because obviously he's the reason, the two original writers, and then he's the reason, the three of them are the reason the first movie was so fucking iconic. Like
100%.
But then that was in the 70s.
But I would argue James Cameron is who pushed Alien and Aliens into the bigger sphere. You know what I mean? Like, Alien was big, but then Alien and what we have the franchise as now is because of James Cameron, I would argue.
Definitely, yeah.
I wish he would come back, but he's, Avatar.
Oh, yeah. Apparently he was going to.
Apparently.
He's,
apparently happened and he's like, no, thank you.
He's doing Blue Aliens now.
It's true. He still is doing Aliens.
I'm well off James Cameron. I do not like the Avatar movies.
Really?
Not a fan. I've not seen the new ones. Didn't like the first one back in 2000.
You might like the new ones better. Some people do.
I like
the second one is pretty great, but
I find
the third one, admittedly, I won't lie.
I don't want to watch an entire CGI landscape. Do you know what I mean? Like, the whole thing is VFX, and I get it's incredible and it looks very textured and great, but I'm just not there.
Yeah,
that's not the kind of movie I want to watch, really.
Valid. Yeah.
I would rather James Cameron pushed Avatar aside and did something that was set in reality again.
I did the Billie Eilish documentary.
Billie Eilish.
I called her Billie Eilish.
What a bizarre choice for him, but yeah.
Which is like his eye on a concert documentary is very cool. But like I was like, why is James Cameron making a concert movie?
I think he needs to go deep ocean again. I think he needs to go down there and
yes, I think he has to spend a couple months down there for a little bit, reset himself a little bit.
Yeah, definitely set his chakras, realign his chi.
He knows how to build the submarine correctly that he'll survive. So,
dude, fuck.
Right.
Yo,
the Titan
take that Ocean Gate shit as some inspiration, man, and go back and make it like an Abyss type movie.
Yeah,
you know what? That crazy. They released, the Canadian government released their report a couple of days ago, maybe even yesterday. I don't know if you saw that on the Titan sub. They finally did their report, and it's. I think we already kind of knew this, but they would slow their descent towards the bottom, and then when they were ready to come up, they would drop 2 weights. They dropped 2 weights before they'd hit the bottom of the floor, so the ocean floor. So I think they knew they needed to resurface. That came out in the Canadian report. Again, I think people knew this anyway, but they were not quite at the ocean bed, and they had dropped 2 weights, and that was the last contact.
So they knew something was fucked, and they were probably like, "We got to go back up, man."
I think because they were descending faster than they usually did too. So obviously, after all this insane pressure that the capsule had been under on many dives, this was the one where it was ready to go. And I think they descended a lot faster because of all the air pockets that were the holes in the
wow,
they were descending faster. I think he was probably down there a little quicker, and I think they must have been hearing. You've seen in the documentary and in the videos when you hear the pops.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Fuck,
like, dude, I'm having a pit in my stomach thinking about this right now.
I know, that's like my ultimate horror, man. I'm claustrophobic.
No way,
so
can we
get on that thing anyway? But fuck me, man.
Can we mention Brian Duffield, Whale Fall, another ocean terrifying?
Oh god!
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Talk about my most anticipated movie in a long time out of nowhere. What
the trailer?
Hell is this?
The trailer is terrifying. Like, holy shit!
I have never been so hooked into a movie at first glance. I'm like, what the what?
It's based on a book, isn't it?
Yeah.
Great director. He's only done one major movie. It was that Alien one, which was didn't have any lines of dialogue until like the hour mark into the movie. No one spoke. It was, like, no one said a word, and I was like, holy shit, that's a great movie. And obviously this one, the guy's underwater and diving, and I don't think he's going to be saying anything.
It's that movie is No One Will Save You.
No One Will Save
You. Oh, I love that. That's the same director. I didn't know that.
I like that movie.
Dude, that
was
movie
great.
Was fun. Yeah,
it was very good.
Didn't like the ending though, but I like that movie.
Yeah, ending was weird, but the movie was great, and I love the greys, the aliens that you get in that.
Very creepy.
She puts up a really great fight.
I want to watch that.
The initial part when they're first coming into the house and she's like walking downstairs and she's like looking, I'm like, oh shit. Yeah,
I actually talked to that director for a while on Twitter. Like, we were sending DMs, and I even told him like, "Oh, I wish you could do a Jurassic movie." And he's like, "Hey, I would love that too." Blah blah blah.
Ooh, dude, I remember when that movie came out, thinking Jurassic, him, Brian Duffield.
He was on our list.
I messaged him.
Really?
He was on our list after David Leitch, whoever that guy is, left. He was on our list of who should direct the next one.
Man, just from the little I seen of Whale Fall, I can see a Jurassic working, and such a scary. He can make a dinosaur, even like, oh my, he probably doesn't make scary with a herbivore. God damn it!
But he'd probably be like, I want there to be one dinosaur in my movie.
That's fine. I don't give a shit.
Exactly. Give me an isolated Brian Duffield Jurassic movie.
Make it like less than $100 million, or make it $100 million. You know, you don't have to make it like fucking $700 million to make yourself feel good at night.
Yeah,
it's okay. Let's make it a small scale thing. It doesn't.
He's proved he can do that. What was the budget on the Alien one? That must have been really small. What was the movie called?
No One Will Save You.
Budget.
Yeah, because there's a movie for Hulu, I think.
22 million.
Perfect.
Oh wow. Yeah.
No One Will Save You. 22 million.
Wow.
Fucking great movie. Great visual effects. Excellent aliens. Love a good alien. And all the aliens in that were slightly different too. They all had like their characterization. Some of them were smaller and skinnier, and like they were creepy.
Him and Dan Trachtenberg are my picks for.
Trachtenberg, forget about it.
Yeah.
10 Cloverfield Lane, come on, boys.
Yeah. And he's revived the Predator franchise. I think he's pretty much saved it.
Yeah.
I was so against the idea of Badlands, and I finally watched it. I was like,
it was fun.
It's a good time. It's a good time.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I hate to admit it.
Is it him that's spoken about wanting to do and Fede as well?
Yeah,
Alien and Predator kind of coming.
They want to do it where the alien. You're watching a movie and you don't know the others in it. That's what they keep talking about until like halfway through, and they don't like market the other one in it. I'm like, that's the way to do it.
That is the way to do it. Yeah, the next Predator movie is suddenly an Alien movie too, but no one knows.
100%. Let's do it, man.
Would you rather have a new director come in to do the next Jurassic, or would you rather have Gareth come back?
I would rather a new director, purely because I feel like he had his shot.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
You're right.
I'm 50-50. Yeah.
I love Gareth Edwards, but I didn't love Rebirth, so I'm like, Fresh
He
blood.
didn't get like a fair shake at it. You know what I mean? He got parachuted on.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
would really want to see him start from day 1 to day whatever 500.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he did get
Yeah.
shortchanged a little bit there with some of the prep work, and obviously what we know about what was happening on set and things like that. So yeah, I'm he's gonna do the next one, so I'm giving him that fair shake. But I would.
You
I
never
kinda
know,
like-
though. I mean, plans change. I mean, we
David
almost
Leitch
had
was
David
pretty
Leitch.
much-
I was about to say David Leitch, but yeah.
if they never figure out this, if they don't figure out the screenplay in enough time, Gareth might be like, listen, I was gonna go on a break after Creator. I got Jurassic. I did it. I'm gonna go on a break. You
I
can
can
take
see
the next
that.
one. Yeah, that.
And I wonder how much like his experience on Rebirth affects him wanting to come back. Like we were talking about Grant accepting money to go back. Like Gareth, there's a big paycheck there, but like
I think he want more control more than anything.
Yeah.
I guarantee that.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
he did 2
especially
commentaries on the Blu-ray. I guess he must have had a good enough time to talk about it.
That's true, Derek. He did 2 of them, and he had like a good time talking. I love those commentary tracks they did though in that one. It was very good quality. I felt it was good, and fun, insightful.
funny thing about that. It was one of the people on there was James Klein, right? The production designer. He told us when we interviewed him that he was invited to that, and then he said to Gareth, "I'm happy to do it, mate, but I haven't seen the movie yet. You have to show me the movie before I can do a commentary on it." Holy shit! I'm just looking.
That is the thing you and Alex did there. That stuff was so good quality. I have it downloaded on my phone, and I was in the field this past week, and I was like, man, I want to watch some Jurassic shit. And I was just like, pop that and listen to it. And I was like doing orders and stuff. I was like, just listen to Jurassic and the boys talk. There's so many little cute, like not cute, but like cool little things that these the artists put into the movie that I really appreciate. That I feel like we didn't get to talk about a lot, I feel, during the original, the first 3 World movies. I really felt like they put more time and care and thought in this one.
Yeah, those guys are legends, man, and Alex pulled together something real special there. So if you haven't seen that yet, if you're listening out there and you liked, even if you didn't like Rebirth, that conversation is a great movie making conversation, and it's about how these things are put together, how they ended up in that position in the first place. James Klein used to design cars. He was like designing cars, and then he ended up in production and movies, and like that's incredible to be on that track. Right. He also did he designed the ships in 2012, the Noah's Ark ships. I was talking to him about that, and I was like, man, I love 2012. Sorry to say it, but I love that movie.
Sometimes people in the art department take the movie more seriously than the screenwriter.
Yes, it feels like that way, Derek.
He told us, and they talk about this in the thing, but you know how the lab was in the intro and the opening, you see the lab functional, and then they had to get that lab in a destroyed state. They stayed overnight and had hammers and just fucking went at it. They all just like actually went there and destroyed the location. I'm like, that's pretty fucking sick. Building a set that you designed and then getting to destroy it to get it to the next step, like having fun with it, like that's great.
We got a lot of good stories from this production. I feel like they had a decent time making it, at least from the commentary and the stories we've heard from the crew. It seems like it was like a fun overall experience, which is nice to hear at least. And this is the first time I've actually delved this deep into the behind the scenes of a Jurassic movie since probably number 3, which is saying something. So I guess Rebirth did something right in the sense that it at least triggered me to be like, all right, what were you guys doing behind the scenes? Let me hear the stories.
Yeah, there's a lot of
I can't forgive Gareth though, because he didn't remember that the T-Rex raft sequence was in the book.
Yeah.
I'm like, how did you forget that, Gareth?
You know what? I'll let it slide. I'm not a book fan.
I was just looking quick because I remember back when it was coming out, I was quite close on. I know Rotten Tomatoes is not a place to go for genuine consensus of a movie, but it's an interesting take. And I remember watching it leading up to the movie, and it was getting pretty low reviews when that movie was coming out, but it settled at exactly 50% on Rotten Tomatoes, which you've like, and the audience scores 70%. Fair enough.
Not great.
Popcorn store. It's not great, but it's much better than the 50%. But that's gotta have like gone to Gareth's head a little, and like he must be thinking,
especially when Dominion had a much higher audience score.
What was Dominion's audience score?
Like 80%, I think. It was fucking high, man. That's because I think the original 3 did a lot of heavy lifting there, and I think that was like before people were tired of Chris Pratt.
77%.
Okay, so
And
7% more.
28%.
The
Critics.
same as Independence Day Resurgence.
Oh, that was so bad.
Yeah, that movie is awful.
I was so pumped for that
hated
too.
that
And
one.
that was like, what the fuck is happening? Everyone is like,
Oh my god,
the
that's
movie
so fucking
sucked,
funny.
man. One more thing before we go. Assis informed us reliably that there has been some sort of tease about Dino Crisis, which is obviously a very Jurassic-inspired series of games made by the same people. Capcom? Is it Capcom?
Yeah.
That make Resident Evil games. Inform us, Dahuog.
Well, Dino Crisis has been rumored for many, many years, probably worse than Jurassic Park 4 at this point. Actually, yes. Unfortunately, nothing major, but as you guys know, if you don't know, Resident Evil Veronica, aka the Code Veronica remake, it was recently announced this past couple of weeks. And, excuse me, a YouTuber called Center of Evil got to interview the producer of the game and pretty much was asking him about Dino Crisis. And when he was asked, the producer's response was, and I quote, "I have no comment, even though I know the answer," unquote. And then laughing afterwards. So take it as what you will, but it could either mean
that's an answer right there.
Yeah,
it's a non-answer. It could be yeah, I know the answer. It's nothing's happening. Ha ha ha, loser. Or it could be ha ha. I know the answer. Something is happening. Ha ha ha.
That's it. It's very. I think it's well overdue. When was the last Dino Crisis? Dino Crisis 4,
3, and 2003, I think 2002, 2003 for Xbox.
Yeah,
we are long
right?
overdue.
That thing killed the franchise. To be fair.
Yeah, we're long overdue. And I
2003 is the year. Yeah,
they would be smart to go back and remake them and just completely remake those games from the start. Give themselves enough leeway to make sequels and just keep it going.
You know what's the funny thing I don't understand about all this? Capcom arguably is probably the top studio in the gaming sphere right now. They are selling games. Their games are not only their games high quality, they're consistent and they're coming out like in a good cycle. You know what I mean? So they have their like teams and everything down, and they're getting great reviews and they're just selling huge numbers. I don't understand with the resurgence of Jurassic World and now Jurassic media seems to be coming around now too in general. I don't understand how Capcom didn't capitalize on this sooner, especially since we know that their teams, especially Resident Evil teams, can easily be shifted and make that with their assets, adjust them slightly with a couple years of development, make a Dino Crisis game that we know will be probably very good. And
it's even more competition for survival, which we've just got, as Jaden mentioned on the last pod, so many Dino games coming out, especially ones that look pretty fucking sick. You've got End of Oak Street, you've got dinosaur movies coming. It's time for Dino Crisis to come back, because that's somewhat the closest to Jurassic in the sense of it's an organization that's shady and they've been breeding. Oh, but don't think it's time travel as well.
Yeah, it's based off energy though.
Yeah, it's like a whole.
It's all what you want. It's all like the modern stuff. Like time travel is an element, but not a major one. But like time displacement more.
Time displacement, yeah. Which is supposedly how UFOs move and navigate through.
Also new different type of energy, and you can like fucking link it to your other Capcom identities. And you know what? I honestly think they are probably pretty close to Dino Crisis, only because another old series that hasn't been touched by Capcom in a long time called Onimusha has also been remade. So that's coming out very soon now. So I think they're back in the cycle of looking at other old Capcom IPs that they can bring in, because at this point they're running low on Resident Evil games that they could remake. I think they only have like 5 and 6 left that they could remake, really, without going to like one of the obscure ones. So if you want to, diversify your games portfolio from Resident Evil, Dino Crisis is sitting right there.
It is. And it's always top of the charts too. Like when they're like, what old video game do you want to be remastered or come back? It's always fucking Dino Crisis, man.
Dino Crisis is number 1.
Yeah. Because that game is fun, but it's really hard to control now. It's a very archaic way to play a game.
Yeah, it doesn't. If you're not used to tank controls and those classic PS1 kind of games, game control mechanics and things, it is kind of dated, but for people like me, myself, who have like grown up just freaking playing it all the time, like every year, it's like riding a bike. You just never forget.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
PC port is on GOG Games or GOG.com now,
Yes.
and they made it so it's playable on modern
Yes.
computers. Yeah, so it's worth it.
So I think there are things happening behind the scenes, and I think the recent re-releases on the PC and on PS4 for Dino Crisis 1 have pushed it over some certain key metric for Universal, for Capcom. So they're selling right now. So like Dino Crisis is still selling.
Yeah, I bought it. I bought it on the PlayStation Store. Yeah,
I played it all the time just for let me get a taste.
Yeah,
I love the music in that
So,
game. Very like 90s kind of techno, right? Yeah,
you can do a lot with that. Like Capcom can make that like a period game almost. You know what I mean? Like Resident Evil, they're not afraid to set their games in the 90s or whatever. So this could be easily a 90s set game, which will be so crisp.
They should go back. They should make it from the top, and they should make all 3. Or I haven't played 2 or 3, but I know 1 is a great story, great game. They should remake that and see where it leads, because there's
2 is the best gameplay. Some of my favorite gameplay in gaming history is number 2 for me. I just have so much fun memories of just comboing these fucking dinos and upgrading my shit.
Yeah, because they changed the gameplay mechanics for the second game, right?
Yeah,
heavily. Yeah, it's more of an action game. The second one.
Yeah, and I think it'd be fun. Like the whole first game, you're sneaking into a lab and stuff, and I'm like, this is so JP,
it's so Jurassic, man.
Yeah, man, it's so Jurassic. We are overdue Jurassic inspired games and material. I think it'd be fun.
I think even their puzzles were inspired by Jurassic Park, if I remember. Like they literally admitted that's why they have the puzzles the way they do, with the lifting the levers and stuff that. Yeah.
That's like that Jurassic Park cancelled survival game. That was all going to be very Tomb Raider-y in its functionality and puzzles and moving and figuring things out. That would have been fun. Yeah, that would have been fun. But yeah, we are overdue that. But yeah, it is Jurassic June. I'm gonna watch all 3 movies on VHS as my Jurassic June celebration. Let us know in the comments down below what you guys are going to be doing this Jurassic June, what you've done already, if you're going to go to Concrete Park. Any final thoughts, guys?
Happy Jurassic June. I love Jurassic Park though.
Happy anniversary to Fallen Kingdom on Monday, on the 22nd.
Just cut that out. Cut that out.
No, it's going in twice, actually.
Oh, Fallen Kingdom. All right. Well, thank you for joining me, guys, on the podcast. Thank you for sparing your time to talk about these lovely movies about Disclosure Day, Dino Crisis, Alien Romulus 2, Concrete Park. We've got JP3, Rebirth Expansion, Evo, the Cap sequel, Alien Romulus. I already said that.
Jam-packed episode today.
Dominion budget. Oh,
we're getting to
Dominion budget down below in the comments.
We're getting to the length of a Jurassic movie on this podcast. So.
Oh yeah, we're longer than JP3.
Close. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Peace.
Ooh,
look at that. Very
beautiful.
Nice. Very nice. Where's that from?
Don't remember. The Hundreds.
Ah, nice.
Jurassic Park sweater.
Very nice. Yeah. Oh, I actually have something set to arrive. Corey, our we've actually got a real lawyer that we consult who works with us.
Hell yeah, brother!
Not a mystical lawyer that management works with, but no. Anyway, he sent me something. He bought something off an online store for me. It's very Lost World inspired. Well, it is a Lost World piece. I'm very excited for it to come. You never know with these things that come from China if they're actually going to be good or not. So we will see. But yeah, shout out to Corey, man. Thank you for making that happen.
Shout out to Corey for sure. Yeah,
I consulted one lawyer for my part.
Our Donald Gennaro. We have our own.
We have
our own bloodsucker.
He survived. He survived. Thank you guys for listening. Everybody listening to the InGeneral podcast. Head to the Jurassic Outpost social channels and peace and love.
And a message for Jaden.
Yeah, a message for Jaden. What should we tell him this time?
Congratulations.